NATOs will play here in their home gymnasium here on a Friday night. Welcome everybody. My name is Avi Sharma alongside Shelby White. We have Caleb With now back at our ESPN 100.7 studios, and we got ourselves a pretty good matchup. One last time, Shelby, it's the finale in the regular season. It's the Purple Dragons coming to town to play the Coffeyville Golden NATOs.
I mean, this is your last chance to make a solid impression before going into the postseason for these Lady Dragons. They're wanting to fight and keep on to their third place spot going into Sub-State. For the Golden NATO girls, they're fighting to end their season on a strong note and play a little bit of a spoiler. I think it's going to be a really entertaining match, Avi.
It's going to be an interesting matchup, and before we get to those matchups, we have a couple interviews with Coach Nick Hart and Coach Chris Kotz. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout, and when we come back, we'll actually listen to both of them. You're listening here on ESPN 100.7.
Does your current checking account pay you up to $15 per month? With Common Sense Checking at University Bank, you can earn up to $15 per statement cycle, 10 cents for each swipe after the first 15 swipes. Qualifying is so easy. Simply have one direct deposit or auto payment plus 15 debit card purchases each statement cycle and a $100 opening deposit. Stop by the bank for more information about our Common Sense Checking. Then
or custom-built design. We're your one-stop shop for post-frame buildings. QSI. Everything we do is right on cue.
radio auction. You can call 620-232-5993 for more info. To get your business on the area's largest radio auction, covering Southwest Missouri and Southeast Kansas, February 24th at 8 a.m. Don't miss it.
Now accepting new clients. At the Pet Care and Surgery Center, Dr. James Clark believes all of our pets deserve kind, humane, and loving treatment. From a simple checkup or rabies vaccination to performing major surgery. Plus, Dr. Clark has boarding, grooming, nutrition, and wellness checkups. Dr. James Clark can provide that loving member of your family with the treatment they deserve. Call 620-308-6454 to set up an appointment or simply visit petcarecenter.org. Pet Care and Surgery, making a difference.
Stream this online at ESPN1007.com.
Hello and a merry welcome back to your sports headquarters, ESPN 100.7. Pam Molina joined by Pittsburg High School girls basketball coach Chris Kotz. Coach, last time out, a tough loss to an SEK opponent, Labette County. Tristan Gegg had a pretty good outing, but the theme of the night was the ball just didn't drop through the bottom of the basket. Can you touch on the struggles offensively?
I think part of that to do, Labette played really good defense, played really good on-ball defense and help defense. And you couple that with, we didn't have a great offensive night. With their good defense, it was kind of a rough night offensively.
Well, Coach, since then you've had about a week to prepare for your following matchup against Coffeyville, which is scheduled for tonight. Can you just touch on the effort you guys have been putting in practice and, in addition, what you guys have been focusing on?
Well, some of it has been just trying to break up some of the monotony of being a late in the season practice. So we've tried to do some fun stuff, but also, working on some fine tuning. I felt defensively, felt like we needed to get back to some basic man-to-man principles. So we've worked on that. And, gotten some extra shots up. And like I said, we've tried to kind of cut loose a little bit and have a little extra fun in practice as well.
And, Coach, how important is it for you to juggle, at least as a mentor to these girls, being able to really hone in on the specifics and sort of weaknesses of your group and also balance having fun in practice and making sure that all the girls are enjoying practice and that it's just not a job?
Well, like I said, I think late in the season it's a little easier to do that. I think early on in the year, it's, we're going to come in, compete, get better. But then, I think as it gets later in the year and you've got a pretty good idea on the stuff that you're doing, I think sometimes less is actually a little more. I think there's a little bit of juggling late in the year that.
Well, Coach, if we look at Sub-State right now, your girls about 9th, 10th in the 5A East bracket. That could be the difference between a 3 and a 4 seed if the subsequent games result of the incoming games that's competitive to this equation. But you just touched on how imperative it is to keep your full effort in the final game of the season against the Lady Natives.
It's important and not really. A culmination of where we're at as a team and come out and play hard, finish regular season. And if whatever happens, we'll deal with that. We're focused right now on Coffeyville and having a good outing Friday night and doing that.
Alina currently talking with Pittsburg High School girls basketball coach Chris Cross. Last update. I know you really want to focus on the Coffeyville matchup up ahead, but road locations involved in this sub-state will be going either Kansas City or somewhere in the surrounding KC metropolitan area. Does it make it difficult to play on the road compared to home?
I don't know. There's a comfort being at home. Here at home, there's more distractions and there's maybe more pressure because there's different people in the crowd that maybe want to perform for. I almost think that sometimes it's give or take either way. I think it's just the night and just you got to come in focused and ready to play no matter where you're playing. And I think it's.
No, I fully understand your understanding of that, but the SEK pretty much foregone conclusion at this point is pretty much between the Tigers and the Grizzlies, but how important is it for you girls not to pass over this Coffeyville matchup to handle the running in substance?
And, that's important. Have some momentum and have a win here late in the year and move into the next phase of the season. And they are a very energetic, get after season. There's no quit in them, and we better come ready to play and be focused in until Friday because I know it's going to be.
Coach, lastly, just talk about the health of your team ahead of the final game of the season.
Healthy-wise, I think we're okay. I think we're like the other team. We're a little banged and bruised and mentally a little tired, but like I said, that's where we didn't even practice Monday, and we've done a few extra little fun things in practice, I think, to try to mentally give our girls a break so that maybe we're full fresh when it's time to get into this time.
Once again, that was Chris Crod, head girls basketball coach of the Pittsburg High School Purple Dragons. We toss it back out for Field Kinley High School in Coffeyville, Kansas, for Avi Sharma and Shelby White are awaiting with the starting rotation ahead of tonight's matchup. You're listening to the home of Purple Dragon Athletics on ESPN 100.7.
When the lights come up on Friday and Saturday nights at high schools and colleges across the region, it's often on a field built by Crossland Construction. Many Crossland employees played on those fields and were educated in the schools that are thriving parts of our communities today. Crossland is a proud supporter of area athletics and urges you to be a part of your local school community. Many of the athletes playing today may help Crossland build across our region in the future. Check out career opportunities at crossland.com. Crossland Construction, build you.
Customer first, safety always. It's not just a tagline, it's the Watco way. By focusing on safety, each and every day they build a future by protecting their customers, team members, community, and the environment. When Watco moves commodities by rail, river, and road, at home or across North America and Australia, their priority is to ensure that they deliver their loads safely and on time. Watco wishes all area teams a safe and successful season.
I had no idea you did that.
That's what I said when I learned CDL does more than just electrical work. Like plumbing, heat and air, security cameras and alarms, generators, solar panels, even signs for my business. CDL really is one company that has a solution for about everything in my home and business. Learn more at cdlsolution.com.
Advanced technology, comprehensive quality care. That's Canar Eye Care. We have the newest technology, but we never lose sight of what's most important, our patients. Eye care has changed dramatically in recent years, and we've been there for you every step of the way. At Canar Eye Care, patients spend time with doctors. Total eye care from contact lenses, including bifocal contacts, treatment of disease, and surgical co-management. Canar Eye Care, the clear choice.
Find them fast in names and numbers.
High school basketball on ESPN 100.7.
And we welcome you back out to Coffeyville High School as it's the Field Kinley Lady NATOs who are senior night home against the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons. A interesting matchup between the two. They faced each other once and it became a Pittsburgh victory. And Shelby, it's the last game of the season here, potentially for both teams of the regular season actually. Then they go into postseason play. What's the main thing to look out for before getting ready for Sub-State?
Well, to me, the first thing that I think of is defending home court. That's the very first thing that I ever think of. There's just a certain mindset that teams have when they are at home compared to when they are on the road that I think it brings out just a little more edge and a little more grit to them. Second thing I'm looking at, it's senior night for the Golden Tornadoes tonight. So you know that these Lady Golden Tornadoes and then later on in the boys game, the Golden Tornadoes, they're going to be putting it all on the line, whether they're seniors or freshmen, in order to give their seniors one last victory before sending them off, because this is probably the last time they will ever be playing in this gym. So I think home court and senior night is going to be a huge advantage. I think the Golden Tornadoes are going to come out firing, so it's going to be interesting to see how the Lady Dragons handle this immediate onslaught that I think we're going to see.
Well, one unfortunate thing that happened for this Lady NATO team is Jordan Rooks. She apparently had an injury that happened earlier this week, and now Rooks will not be able to be out there and play with her fellow teammates as Rooks is out there with a couple crutches, and it looks like that left leg all patched up, so Rooks will have to be cheering on her team from the sidelines.
Yeah, and then that's something you don't ever want to see. You don't ever want to see someone's season end because of injury. So for hers to go down like that, it's always kind of tough. But you just know that thankfully she's a junior, so she'll be back next year, and you hope next year she comes back and she's stronger than ever.
Brooks is definitely one of the main players of this team, and she's a big offensive scorer for this ball club. But again, she will not be active tonight. But on the other side, the Purple Dragons, who enter in their Sub-State is coming up for them. You know, they have to worry about this game first, but they're looking to be a 3 seed. This team has had an up and down season overall. I think 2017 has been a rough start for them, but then 2018 they started to figure things out, and they started playing like a team. And I tell you, they're looking to be a pretty dangerous group who comes Sub-State.
I think part of that just lies in the fact that it's a new coach to start with, and it's a new system, and it's a very young team. They have 1 or 2 seniors and only a couple other juniors, so it's a very young team, and you just have those growing pains when the season starts.
A couple Lady NATO cheerleaders coming out to the center court, and it looks like we'll have a national anthem. So we'll take a 2-minute timeout, and when we come back, we will get the game underway with some starting lineups here on ESPN 100.7.
Are you tired of all those confusing checking account options? The Kansas Teachers Community Credit Union makes your choice simple. We only have one option. Our checking account has no monthly fees, and if you maintain a $2,000 minimum balance, we pay you interest. Get the Credit Union Advantage at 416 North Broadway or call 620-231-5719 for more information. Deposits are federally insured by NCUA up to $250,000.
Let's go back live courtside.
When the lights come up on Friday and Saturday nights at high schools and colleges across the region, it's often on a field built by Crossland Construction. Many Crossland employees played on those fields and were educated in the schools that are thriving parts of our communities today. Crossland is a proud supporter of area athletics and urges you to be a part of your local school community. Many of the athletes playing today may help Crossland build across our region in the future. Check out career opportunities at crossland.com. Crossland Construction, build you.
Bittner Motors is proud to announce that it is now Pittsburgh's new dealer for the Hustler line of zero-turn lawnmowers. Hustler has manufactured its trademark yellow mower for over 50 years, with each mower being built right here in the U.S. Hustler combines the innovative American spirit with a do-it-right work ethic to produce the best line of zero-turn mowers on the market. Call Mike Bittner at 620-232-1530 or stop by today at 1018 North Broadway in Pittsburgh to check out the Hustler line of zero-turn mowers. Hustler Mowers, made in America at Bittner Motors, Pittsburgh.
When the lights come up on Friday and Saturday nights at high schools and colleges across the region, it's often on a field built by Crossland Construction. Many Crossland employees played on those fields and were educated in the schools that are thriving parts of our communities today. Crossland is a proud supporter of area athletics and urges you to be a part of your local school community. Many of the athletes playing today may help Crossland build across our region in the future. Check out career opportunities at crossland.com. Crossland Construction, build you.
Stream this online at ESPN1007.com.
And we welcome you back out to Coffeyville High School as we are getting ready to get underway. We have some starting lineups for both teams, and we'll get settled in with the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons. It'll be Caden Matlock, Caitlin Kidd, Sophia Pinamani, Abby Casper, and Madden Petty, the typical 5 for the Purple Dragons. And then I was able to catch 4 of the 5. It's senior night, like I mentioned, here in Coffeyville. And it's going to be Chelsea Homan, Mackenzie White, Danielle Morgan, Amelia Malsby, and one more. I wasn't able to track down who it was just yet. Find out who that one will be. As both teams go through their starting lineups. And Shelby, senior night, such a special moment for any athlete going to be out there and play in front of their home crowd, because like you mentioned, it's the one last time, but it's a special moment. I mean, you get to go out there and feel the excitement no matter what happens in the score, in the scoreboard books. So got to give it your best chance.
Absolutely. I mean, there's not much more you can ask for. This is the game where everyone and all the fans, they show out, because you know this is the last game they're going to see, not only of this team, but just of the athletics, this athletic event in general for the year, unless you were lucky enough to be able to end up hosting a sub-state or even a later game in the season. So everyone's here. It's just going to be an electric crowd. And I mean, you can even kind of see it from where we're standing up here in this crow's nest looking down. The stands are pretty filled on the Coffeyville side, and you've got a good amount of Pittsburgh fans who made the trek as well.
And the other senior was going to be Sydney Rooks. She'll start for this Coffeyville team. But yeah, you mentioned it, Shelby, a little bit of a busy night tonight. Luckily, everybody made it here. Mother Nature has not been the best of us in here in Southeast Kansas the past couple days. We've had a bit of a mixture of rain, a little bit of ice in here. Rain started to pick it up on our way here, but luckily everyone was able to make it out, and we are getting ready to get underway as both teams break out of their huddles on the court. Purple Dragons talking it over still. Coach Chris Krotz has done a phenomenal job all season long with these girls. It's been an up and down season. They've fought through some good and the bad, and then they finally figured out who this team chemistry and who this team really is. Good thing they found it out here towards the end of the season so they can get ready for the playoffs, as Caitlin Kidd will tip off for the Purple Dragons, and she will go head-to-head with whichever one of the Coffeyville would dare to take her on. It's Amelia Malsby. And we are getting ready to get underway. The cheerleaders are making their chants, and here we go. As Caitlin Kidd wins the tip, it's going to be Purple Dragon basketball. Abby Casper with it at the top of the key, goes to her left side to Sophia Pinamani. Pinamani looks to the left, nobody there, goes back to Casper. Casper looks at the defense. It's going to be a 3-2 defense set up by the Lady Natos. And now Casper will run a different play. She'll get it on the right side, looks for Kidd on the inside. Kidd a little bit of trouble. Got some tough defense guarded right there by Danielle Morgan in her grill. Back out to Pinamani. Pinamani to Casper. Back to Pinamani. Now to Caden Matlock on the left side. Casper now has it. She drives, tries to do something with it. Couldn't do anything with it. Back to Sophia. And then finally back to Casper. And so Casper is going to change up the play for a third time here. And we'll see if something can be the lucky charm. She gets it to Sophia on the left side. Now to Casper. Back to the right side. Casper with the first shot of the night. Up and no good, as it was a three-point attempt. And it's going to touch the top of the backboard, which is going to be an out of bounds, and it's going to be Coffeyville basketball.
You know, something I noticed throughout that entire offensive possession, you called the Coffeyville defense a 3-2 zone, and that's not exactly what they're doing. They're running 4 zone and 1 man. I couldn't quite see who the Dragon was that was being manned up, but that's what they're running out there.
Malsby drove an inside, and then she looked to the outside for Mackenzie White. Mackenzie could not hang on to it. It went right through her legs, and it's going to be Purple Dragon basketball. Caden Matlock into inbound. And now to Abby Casper, who will take her time to cross midcourt. Hand off to Madden Petty, the phenomenal freshman. First time her touching the basketball Purple Dragons run this offense. Back out Casper. Deep cross pass to Caden Matlock. Sophia Penamani on the left side. Now to Caden Matlock on the deep left side. Casper drives, goes by one defender, puts up a shot. She is 0 for 2, rebounded by Caden Matlock. And now here comes Madden Petty with the drive, and she'll put up a shot, and it's on the floor, so the basket does not count. And let's see who they're going to call this one on. I believe they're going to call it on Sydney Rooks. And so Abby Casper will go to inbound. She gets it over to the left side of Sophia Penamani. Now Penamani gets it to Madden Petty, who finds Caden Matlock, and Caden Matlock gets the first points of the night as she is 1 for 1. And so now a little bit of pressure applied by the Purple Dragons. They get it across is Amelia Malsby and company. Malsby with the basketball looks for Chelsea Homan. Tried finding Homan, could not do it. Caitlin Kidd is all over her. Stolen away by Madden Petty, and Petty just could not hang on to her feet or the basketball as Petty eats the floor. And it was a foul on the play, actually. So it's going to be on Danielle Morgan, her first. So just like that, Rooks and Morgan both have fouls.
I think that's a smart foul by Morgan there, because otherwise Petty had essentially a free shot to the lane. And Petty, we've seen her throughout the year, when she has those open opportunities in the lane, she converts them.
Quick substitutions here. Brianna Flanders and Jaleesa Senior in for the Lady NATO. Sophia Penamani puts up a three. Her shot is no good. Rebounded by Senior, and now the Lady NATOs are on their way. Over on the left side is Flanders, the new checked-in player. Stolen away by Madden Petty, and Madden Petty does this best. She will go with her right hand, and Petty scores. And a quick timeout by Coach Hart and company. And just like that, our score 4-0. We don't have a scoreboard cam tonight. Unfortunately, our angle does not give us the best view, so we'll have to keep you updated on that. But a 30-second timeout, we're going to take that timeout with them. You're listening here on ESPN 100.7.
What's the buzz around Community National Bank and Trust? They're talking mobile banking, instant issue debit cards, rewards checking and credit cards, and let's not forget e-power checking, paying better than CD-like rates on a checking account, plus nationwide ATM fee refunds. Get in on the buzz. Community National Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Stream this online at ESPN1007.com.
When the lights come up on Friday and Saturday nights at high schools and colleges across the region. When the lights come up on Friday and Saturday nights at high schools and colleges across the region, it's often on a field built by Crossland.
Inside pass to Caitlin Kidd. Kidd is fouled, putting up the shot. I believe she's going to get fouled by Sydney Rooks, and that'll be Rooks' second foul if they call it on her. They're actually going to call it on Chelsea Homan, so Rooks dodges a bullet. And so now to the free throw line is Caitlin Kidd. Kidd with her first attempt, dribbles the ball twice, puts up the shot, and it's no good. So Kidd 0 for 1 from the charity stripe. Madden Petty runs over to the right side to talk to Coach Cross. They're going to see what they want to run the defense on a basket here by Kidd as she misses her second attempt. Rebounded by Amelia Malsby, who gets it stolen away. So we've called this a couple times now. Malsby loses it, and it's going to be possession to the Purple Dragons. Madden Petty jacks up a three, no good. Rebounded by Sophia Penamani. Penamani with her first board of the night, and the Purple Dragons have the basketball again. Inside, stolen away by Senior. Senior has two Purple Dragons on her, puts up a tough layup. My goodness, I don't know how she made that one.
That is what you call a circus shot right there. Absolute acrobatics and a great job.
First basket made for the Lady NATOs, and then we have a blocking call as there's a quick inbound. Petty got it to the right side, and she just bulldozed. Let's see who she bulldozed. I thought she bulldozed Flanders, and instead it's going to be on Chelsea Homan.
I got to tell you, I'm not sure I agree with that call.
Actually, it's on Amelia Malsby, excuse me.
I'm not sure I agree with that call. I think Malsby's was set, and I think I saw Petty's forearm out.
Speaking of Flanders, Flanders steals it away, but again, the deflection by Abby Casper. Tell you what, we've been seeing some good defensive play so far in this game. Now the Lady NATOs will inbound, and it's going to be Flanders to throw it in. So the freshman getting some big minutes on the last game of the regular season. She gets it into Homan. Homan with Casper all in her grill, and it's going to be a foul. It's either going to be on Casper or Petty, as both of them reached in. It's going to be on Casper, her first. So now a quick substitution as Riley Johnson will come in for Sophia Penamani. And Riley Johnson last Friday had herself a career night. She had 10 points, a couple rebounds, and just a confidence boost that she really needed. Inbounded by Flanders, it's going to go out of bounds as she was looking for Molesby, as I thought Molesby tried to get a hand on it, but she could not, and it's going to be Purple Dragon basketball. And the inbound is Caden Matlock. She finds Madden Petty. A little bit of pressure applied by the Lady NATOs, and it works as Homan gets a steal. I'm calling a lot of steals tonight, Shelby, so far. Senor drives inside. That is her move. Puts up a shot, no good. So Senor misses her first attempt, and it's going to be a held ball. Go ahead,
Senor had gotten her own rebound there, and you're seeing both sides here run a little bit of a press defense, and that's unsettling the other offense.
Flanders into inbound to Homan. Homan double teamed immediately, almost another held ball. She finds Amelia Molesby for three. Molesby jacks it up, no good. Rebounded by Madden Petty, and now Petty gets it to Abby Casper, who finds Caitlin Kidd. The ball goes out of bounds. It's going to remain Purple Dragon basketball, but how about the comeback defense by the Lady NATOs?
I mean, that's what I kind of expected right this. Senior night, again, home court. They're playing with a ferocious energy, and they're kind of stymieing the Dragons right now.
Inbounding was Petty as she finds Abby Casper. So Casper, third time's a lucky charm for her as she gets on the board. And the pressure applied again. Here is Molesby. Molesby will now cross the midcourt line. Guarded heavily by Caitlin Kidd. She actually gets by Kidd, puts up a layup, no good. Rebounded by Caden Matlock. And here come the Purple Dragons as Abby Casper with it, a wide open Caitlin Kidd on the inside. And so Caitlin Kidd with her first made basket of the night.
Oh, and you just missed a steal and a make by Madden Petty. Read the inbound perfectly, and she took it, and it was just a simple bank shot off the glass from the block, causing a timeout to be called.
So just like that, Nick Hart has to waste his second timeout in the first quarter. Our score 10-2. We'll keep it here. We've seen a lot of action so far, Shelby. Interesting to see how quick and up-tempo both girls have been playing.
Oh, man, they're both wanting to come out and establish the tempo themselves to keep things going, because they don't want to let the other team get in a comfortable position. And right now it's just a huge tug of war to see who can have it, because both sides have made crucial errors and both sides have made really smart decisions. We're just going to see who can hold out longer.
Yeah, and that's the case, as it seems that the offensive end for the Purple Dragons has been a success. But for the Lady NATOs, they're having a bit of problems as they are having a hard time trying to run an offense against these Purple Dragons, and every time something happens, a steal happens.
It's hard to keep any sort of momentum going when no matter what you claw back, you seem to immediately give up. But I still firmly believe we're really early here in the game. We're less than 3.5 minutes left in the first quarter.
Yeah.
I believe there's a lot of game left. I believe everyone's going to come out and play really hard, and it's going to get closer the further we go.
Senor into inbound, and Ella Hendrickson, the freshman, comes in for the Purple Dragons. Stolen away by Abby Casper, lobs it inside to Madden Petty, and Madden Petty puts it in again. So Petty 3 for 4 now, and this pressure is really getting to Coffeyville. Homan finds on the middle. She finds Alyssa Stout, who came in during the timeout. Stout gets it to Molesby. Molesby puts up a shot, no good. Rebounded by Molesby. She couldn't get the shot up. Now it's just a fight for the ball on the inside, and Ella Hendrickson comes up with it finally. And it's going to be a held ball. It's going to be Purple Dragon basketball. So bit of a chaos that happened there, but Shelby, an actual offensive attempt was made there by the Lady NATOs.
It was. They were able to successfully break that Dragon press, and they didn't have a terrible offensive set. I think the issue was once they got that first rebound, they didn't trust themselves to set up another offense, so they forced up an errant shot.
Madden Petty lobs it over to Ella Hendrickson, gets swatted away by Chelsea Holman. It's going to remain Purple Dragon basketball, and Zoe Pinamani will come in for the first time. She's going to come in for Caden Matlock. And Zoe, twin sister Sophia, that you can actually tell which one's apart this time, as Zoe is not wearing her glasses tonight. Madden Petty jacks up a three after the ball was inbounded, and it is rebounded by Senor. That's her second of the night. Petty has not found it from three-point land yet, as she's 0 for 2. Senor puts up a right-handed floater, gets fouled by Petty. And it seems that Senor is favoring that right side, and every time she drives, she's putting up the shot.
Yeah, she is, but I think that was a smart move there by Senor. She read Petty trying to crash and cut her off at the block. She just kept going with what she did, drew the block penalty, and put up a shot at the same time to send her to the line.
First free throw is up and good by Senor. Second one is no good, rebounded by Ella Hendrickson. That's her second board of the night. And fast come the Purple Dragons. Petty, yeah, that had to have been either a travel or an offensive foul. And for Petty's case, it's going to go as an offensive foul, so they'll have to pull her out.
And to be honest, that is the proper call. The Lady Golden Tornado was set there, and Petty was going real hard, and when she saw there was going to be no late, she tried to spin to get away from it and ended up spinning right into the defender.
So Cassidy Odell comes in for Petty. First time seeing her. She did not play last Friday, but she's back in it tonight as the ball goes out of bounds, and Senor put up a shot that was swatted away by Ella Hendrickson. Hendrickson not letting anything go easy inside her lane. Inbounding is Sydney Brooks, or excuse me, it was going to be Kylie Spear. Spear gets it to Senor. Senor puts up another shot, rebounded by Hendrickson, and Senor 1 for 4 now. And now the Purple Dragons get across midcourt. Zoe Pinamani gets over to Riley Johnson. Johnson goes cross court to Cassidy Odell. Odell loses it. Senor with the great strip, and Kylie Spear looks for Senor. Ball goes out of bounds. It's not touched by the Purple Dragons, so it's going to be their basketball.
That wasn't a bad idea there by Spear and Senor, but Senor broke to the far block just a little too late, so that by the time Spear made the pass, it was behind Senor, and it was just went harmlessly out of bounds.
12-3 our score, less than 2 minutes here in the first quarter. On the inside is Ella Hendrickson. She bullies her way in, and she puts up her first shot of the night. It is no good, and it's going to be rebounded by Alyssa Stout. That's Stout's first rebound, and now Coffeyville going to take their time. Let's slow things down and run an offense as Chelsea Homan and company. Homan with Casper all over her. Gets up a beautiful wide open pass to Sydney Rooks, and Rooks, her first attempt is good. So make that 12-5 now. Casper stares down the defense, and it's going to be a 2-1-2 defense applied by the Lady Natos. Over to Cassidy Odell. Odell gets it to Sophia Pinamani, or excuse me, Zoe Pinamani. Now, I think that was a shot attempt as she slowly took her time, but that one got swatted away. It's going to be a traveling call on the other end, and that's going to be called against Spear. Substitutions here by both teams. Caden Matlock and Caitlin Kidd come in. And Homan and Stout come out for the Lady Natos, so Flanders will come in for her, and I believe, can't tell by the ponytail, to see it's going to be Shelly Coos. On the inside, Caden Matlock finds Riley Johnson. Johnson's found a lot of confidence in her shot lately. This one's no good. It's going to be an offensive foul, and it's going to be Coffeyville basketball.
Yeah, poor defense right there by the Dragons. Coffeyville had already set up their defense. They already had the secure rebound. There's no point in trying to go after it at that point.
Pressure applied quickly, and Cassidy Odell swats that one away. Rooks had no chance to find her teammate. She was looking for Shelby Coons. And substitutions for Jaleesa Senor. She comes out, and Mackenzie White comes in for her. White hasn't done anything just yet in this ball game, and that one is a costly mistake. Brianna Flanders had it right there, and she was looking for her next move, Shelby. Ball goes right off her chest, and it's going to be Pittsburgh basketball underneath their basket.
You know, you see that more in football where a receiver looks upfield before he actually has possession of it, and then you see it right there.
Casper to inbound. Good pass over to Caden Matlock. Matlock could not get the shot. It was going to be rebounded by Rooks. That's Rooks' second board of the night. And another steal by this Purple Dragon team. And Abby Casper goes coast to coast, and she puts it in. So Casper with her second basket of the night. Pressure still being applied against the Lady NATO. Kylie Spear gets it all the way to the other end. She gets fouled, and I believe she was shoved. Yeah, she was getting shoved by Riley Johnson. That's Johnson's first foul of the night.
Called it on the floor, though. So if there's any golden light, if you want to pardon the term, for the Dragons, it's that.
So Johnson with that foul will come out. Sophia Penamonti comes in for her. About 25 seconds on the clock, 14-5 our score. Inbounding is Flanders. She'll get it over to the right side. She gives it to Spear. Spear puts up her first shot of the night, and it is no good. Rebounded somehow by Sydney Rooks. I tell you what, Rooks is having a great rebounding night. It's going to be on the left side. It's going back to Flanders. Flanders got it over to the left side. Gets stolen away by Casper. Casper's got to go. She's got 5 seconds. Finds Caitlin Kidd midcourt. Stolen away by Kaylee Spear. Spear puts up the half-court shot, and it's no good. And just like that, a little bit of a chaotic end of the first quarter, but our score is 14-5. Purple Dragons have the lead here early. Let's take a 30-second timeout. When we come back, we'll capture what happened in the first quarter and get ready for the second quarter. You're listening here on ESPN 100.7.
It's a feeling you get
Hi,
the
I'm
moment you
Kendall
step on
Gamer.
campus.
You may know.
It's the knowledge that you've become part of something more.
We're a family of Crimson and Gold.
Every day we challenge ourselves to achieve more.
The reason why we're here is to make a difference
Everybody wants to stand out.
without standing apart.
You belong.
At Pittsburg State University.
Stream this online at ESPN1007.com.
And we welcome you back out to Coffeyville High School. Our score 14-5 at the end of one. Shelby, what did you see and what do you think should happen here in the second quarter?
I saw a lot of speed, very little control on both sides. So I would like to see both sides maybe rein it in. What good is going at 1,100 miles an hour if you can't make a turn? That's my general thought. So if I had something I want to see both teams maybe control the ball just a little better.
So it's going to be Purple Dragon basketball to start the second quarter. It'll be Abby Casper going left to right. Wait, right to left on your radio dial. Excuse me, Cameron always gets that one perfect as Caden Matlock puts up the shot. No good. Rebounded by Casper. Casper puts up the shot. It's no good. And it's going to be rebounded by Senor. So a little bit of craziness, but an offensive setup that could not execute for the Purple Dragons. It's Homan. Homan gets it over to her partner in crime in Malsby. Malsby tried doing something with it. Gets tipped out of bounds. It was last touched by Caitlin Kidd. It's going to be Coffeyville basketball. Inbounding is Senor. Looks to the inside. Almost stolen away by Sophia Penamonti, but it was a great play by Amelia Malsby, and Malsby's going to get fouled, and she's going to the free throw line. First foul tonight on Sophia Penamonti.
I think that's a better move by Malsby than it is a penalty on Penamonti because the ball was knocked away just enough by Penamonti, so Malsby had to grab it, and with Penamonti being out of position, Malsby put up a shot and was able to draw the shooting foul.
First free throw attempt by Malsby is no good. No substitutions during the break. Malsby's second shot dribbles it twice, and she gets it. So that's her first basket of the night. Casper talks to Kidd before crossing midcourt. It's at 2-1-2, then transitions into a 2-3 defense for the Coffeyville, and another turnover as Senor. I can't tell you how many steals she has tonight, but it's getting up there. Gets it to Homan. Homan over to the right side is Malsby. Malsby looking inside hard, swatted away by Caitlin Kidd. It looks like she was going on the inside for Rooks, but couldn't find her.
That was good defense there by Kidd. They tried to loft it over her head, so she was able to time her jump and knock it out of bounds.
Senor gets it over to Malsby. Malsby gets fouled immediately by Sophia Penamonti. I think that was just a silly mistake and a silly foul. That's Penamonti's second, so Penamonti grabs both fouls just like that. Or actually, excuse me, that's her first. And so I think they're going to call that. Okay, it's going to be a 1-and-1. So Penamonti will come out. Riley Johnson comes in. And just like that, the Purple Dragons have 17 fouls. So that's going to put Malsby to the free throw line.
And that's really rough if you're the Dragons because now they're going to be shooting free throws every foul for the rest of the half.
Malsby 1 of 3 now, rebounded by Caitlin Kidd. That's her second. Casper gets it over. No pressure applied. Hands off to Madden Petty, who gets Riley Johnson on the left side. A beautiful inside pass. And look at the ball movement by the Purple Dragons. Touched by Caden Matlock, but it was actually last touched by Malsby. It's going to stay here, Purple Dragon basketball.
And that's the control I wanted to see from both of these teams. No shot was made, true, but you're able to make the defense move a lot, and that can give you better chances.
Kidd lobs it into Casper. Casper thought about putting up the shot. Riley Johnson will put up the shot, and it was no good. That was a good shot by Johnson. Contested a little bit at the end as it was rebounded by Homan. That's Homan's first. She's got the basketball, guarded by Casper on the left side. Picks up her dribble, now finds Malsby at the top of the key. Malsby guarded by Riley Johnson. Gets a screen, set by Rooks. Back over to Homan. Homan on the left side goes right by Casper. Gets a good inside pass to Alyssa Stout. Stout puts up the shot, and another rebound by Senior, who puts up the shot, no good. Rebounded by Caitlin Kidd, or Caden Matlock, excuse me, but Matlock traveled, and so it's going to stay here, Coffeyville basketball.
She was being harassed by 2 Lady NATOs. She just couldn't find an opening for any sort of a pass, and as a result, traveled.
Quick substitutions here for Coffeyville. Danielle Morgan comes in, and Collins comes in for the first time. Beautiful crossover by Senior, puts up the shot, no good. Rebounded by Caitlin Kidd. Kidd gets fouled. Kidd just swirling around, and she was battling to get some room, but she didn't get it. It's going to be a foul. Let's see who they called that one on. I wasn't sure. Are they gonna? There it is. It's going to be on Malsby. That's Malsby's third foul, so she's got to come out. Casper with it on the right side. She's got Matlock. She's got everybody but Riley Johnson on the right side. Johnson puts up the 3. Third time's lucky charm for her. She gets her first basket. Interesting play call right there by Coach Chris Krotz, as he had 4 girls to the right and only Johnson to the left. Homan. Casper all over her. Oh, that's an easy call right there, as Collins tried catching it, but Kidd just pushed her.
Collins had beautiful position established already. Kidd was just trying to make a play, but with 7 fouls on you as a team, you can't really try and be that aggressive on that pass.
So here's Shanae Collins, the sophomore, her first attempt. Up and no good, and she gets her own rebound, so how about that? And was she actually fouled? No, she was traveled. So she traveled on that one. She's a little upset with herself. Purple Dragon basketball. Matlock inbounds it to Casper. Casper comes across, gets a handoff to Petty on the right side. Petty dribbles into Riley Johnson, who gets it to Casper, and another steal, this time by Chelsea Homan. Homan now coming across with Casper right there with her, and that one, interesting no call there. Collins just bulldozed Caitlin Kidd, but it's going to be Purple Dragon basketball, and Madden Petty, nobody on her, she's going to put it in. And a timeout by Coffeyville. Coach Nick Hart wants a 30-second timeout. Let's take it with them. 19-6 our score. You're listening here on ESPN 100.7.
No one wants to file for bankruptcy, but a wage garnishment can make it hard to pay the rent, pay the pharmacy, or even feed the family. Bankruptcy can be a viable option to help families cope with unfortunate and unforeseen financial hardship. Call Steve Stockert at Wilbert & Towner, 620-231-5620 for a consultation to find out if bankruptcy is the right choice for you and your family. Call today. Wilbert & Towner, a full-service law firm, 620-231-5620. We are a debt relief agency, helping people find the relief they need in bankruptcy.
High school basketball on ESPN 100.7.
19-6 our score. We got about, is that 5 minutes and 3 seconds, Shelby?
Yes, 5 minutes now exactly.
Tough one to see, but it's 5 minutes left here in the first half. We've had some good action so far. Homan with it. Cross court, gets it going against Casper. Casper's been just tough all over her tonight. Finds Morgan. Morgan started tonight, who tried getting it back to Homan. Almost stolen away by Casper. Gets it to the right side. Morgan back to Homan. A lob pass over Caden Matlock. A great play, actually, as Flanders was had it. But she gets swatted away by Caitlin Kidd. Here's an inside pass, and Madden Petty is fouled hard. They're going to call that one on Homan. And right call. I mean, she just got drilled while going up for the free throw, or going up for the layup.
I mean, Petty and Kidd have just been running that all night. They're just doing a quick out with those two, trying to give and go.
Madden Petty's first free throw, or excuse me, third free throw, no good. So Petty struggling from the free throw line so far, 0 for 3. Her fourth attempt is good. Petty has 9 points so far in the first half. She's the leading scorer. Homan has been the dominant point guard for Coffeyville all night long. Wants a screen by Collins. Doesn't actually take it. Casper still right there on her hip. Dead ball. Casper gets it over to Rooks. Now Collins with the handoff to Flanders, and Flanders fell, but she got fouled right before she did. And I think that was going to be on Riley Johnson, and it is. Johnson's second, and that's going to put Flanders to the free throw line. Cassidy Odell comes in for Riley, and Alyssa Stout comes in for Collins. 4:07 on the clock, 20-6 is the score. The Purple Dragons have the advantage. Flanders dribbles twice, spins the basketball once, and puts up the shot. No good. Rebounded by Casper. That's Casper's first rebound. She was a little bit pressured there. Got away from all the hectic. Gets it across. Caden Matlock at the middle. Finds Cassidy Odell. Now back over to Caitlin Kidd. Kidd puts up the shot. No good. Rebounded by Homan.
That was a much too quick a shot there for the Dragons. They should have taken their time and tried to get a better shot.
Kidd 1 for 3 from the field now. Homan. And she dribbles away. Finally gets it off. She looks for Kylie Spear. Spear puts up the shot. No good. Rebounded by Caden Matlock. And it is foul happy tonight as Matlock, who tried stripping it away, gets fouled.
16 total fouls between the two teams, and we've still got over 3 minutes left to play. That's, again, it goes back to the sloppy with the turnovers. It's just neither team is really under control here, and you hope to see that improve in the second half.
Sydney Rooks called with the foul. Caitlin Kidd will take a seat on the bench as Ella Hendrickson, the freshman, comes in for her. Matlock, first free throw attempt of the night, no good. Rebounded by Rooks, that's her fourth. And so Caden Matlock, that was her second attempt from the free throw line. She still has not converted. It's Homan on the right side, attempts to drive. She cannot do anything with Casper in her face. Casper steals it, and we'll see it's a 2-on-1. Casper puts a beautiful hop step, and the basket counts. So a great play by Abby Casper, and she's going to go to the free throw line for another one.
You know, normally if you're in a basketball context and you hear 2-on-1, you think it's 2 offensive players to 1 defensive player, but that time it was 2 defensive players to 1 offensive player, and a good heady play by Casper to know where she was and where her defenders were to do that jump stop and then put the shot up.
Flanders and Coons now on the court for Coffeyville. Casper, her free throw is good. So that was Casper's first attempt from the line. And a substitution for Sophia Pinamonti comes in for Madden Petty. So the Purple Dragons will back off and meet them at half court this time. Homan with it with almost 3 minutes on the clock. Homan on the left side looks to drive, finds it. Oh, it was a great pass on the inside to Alyssa Stout, but she could not put it up and in as Ella Hendrickson off the bench has 4 boards. And I don't know how Cassidy Odell put up that shot under the basket, but she did, and she is fouled.
Now that is the transition offense you want to see out of either team. Your head is up, you make a good pass down court, and then when you're swarmed down court, you find another open teammate.
Foul is on Kylie Spear. That is her first, and that's going to put Odell to the line. Cassidy Odell's first free throw is good. Odell, her second attempt. Getting ready, she spins it, dribbles twice, puts another spin on it. And no good. Rebounded by Ella Hendrickson. Hendrickson's got to go up with it. She doesn't get it. Rebounded by Cassidy Odell. She fades away. No good. A bit of chaos there for the Purple Dragons. And now here's Senor. She puts up a tough, I don't know how Senor is making some of these shots tonight. That one was just tough. Over Cassidy Odell on the left side. Matlock over to Odell. Sophia Pinamani at the top of the key. Back to Odell. Now Caden Matlock on the left wing. Casper dribbles right by. Great move. And I think it's going to be a 3-second call on the Purple Dragons.
And that's unfortunate because that was a great offensive possession there by the Dragons. And just little things like that can derail everything. And as you can see here, we're doing really well, and now the ball is in the hands of Coffeyville.
Sydney Rooks comes in. And now it's Coons with the basketball. She's guarded by Matlock. Matlock meets her at half court. Coons wants to find a teammate. She's having a hard time doing so. It was tipped by Cassidy Odell, and the ball will go out of bounds, and it's going to stay here, Lady NATO basketball.
Good, tenacious defense by the Lady Purple Dragons.
Spear to inbound. Tries to look. Now she's going to go way deep to Sydney Rooks. Rooks finds Senor. Senor goes one move past Cassidy Odell. No good. That's Senor's 8th attempt for the night. Rebounded by Ella Hendrickson. Abby Casper with it. Gets it to Hendrickson. Now Sophia Pinamani at midcourt. Cross-court pass by Caden Matlock. Cassidy Odell comes up with it, and Ella Hendrickson comes away with the basket. That's Hendrickson's first basket.
And that right there is how a good teammate can cover a multitude of sins, because that was a very poor pass to start that rather schoolyard scoring attempt.
Stolen away by Cassidy Odell. She's got one-on-one coverage. She puts up the shot. No good. So Odell 0 for 3 now from the floor. I think that one was rebounded by Senor. Here is Coons. Picked up her dribble, and she moved with it. She's confused, but that's the right call.
I don't think she picked up her foot so much as it just dragged too much.
Yep, I agree.
In football, that's a good play if you're a receiver, but in basketball, you can't do that.
What about baseball?
I mean, in baseball, as long as you make the catch, it doesn't matter.
Casper lobs it over to Caden Matlock inside under the free throw line. Odell just passed it while in the air. Bad pass. And Odell not giving up with the basketball. Great effort as Kylie Spear loses it, but it's going to remain Coffeyville basketball on the right side.
You know, that's one thing about Odell that makes her a great player. If she makes a mistake, she uses that frustration of her making a mistake to get back and try and fix it on the other end of the court.
Collins comes in for Spear for Coffeyville. Ball inbounded by Mackenzie White. Barely got it to Shelby Coons. Coons to the left side, gets a screen by Rooks, picks up her dribble. Oh, looked for Rooks, but actually ends up getting it to Senor. 2-point shot on the right side attempted by Mackenzie White. It's no good, but there's a foul on the floor. It's going to be against Ella Hendrickson, I believe. Yeah, it's going to be against Hendrickson, and it was Collins who got the rebound, and she's going to the free throw line again.
Yeah, there have been a lot of questionable calls on both sides by the officials tonight. That one I'm not sure I agree with either, because neither player had established dominance or precedence to get the rebound. At most, in my opinion, it should have been a jump ball.
So Collins, her second attempt, it's double bonus now for both teams. So her first one's no good. Second attempt, up, and no, rattles out. Rebounded by Caden Matlock. That's Matlock's fourth. Sophia Pinamani on the right side picks up the pace a little bit, now slows it back down. Coach Cross and company says, hey, let's take the last shot. It's 25 seconds, we're on the clock. Johnson inbound pass. Well, never mind that play call as Abby Casper gets it in. Casper 4 for 7. And now you got to go if you're Coffeyville. Here is Coons. She gets over to Senor. Senor has been the dominant shooter for this team. She gets it on the inside to Collins. Collins almost lost it. She's got to go. Almost 3 seconds on the clock here. Here's the shot by Senor. It's good. So Jalicia Senor ends the first half with our score being 28-10. The Purple Dragons have the advantage, but what a half by Madden Petty and company. Let's take a 2-minute timeout, and when we come back, we'll go over some halftime statistics. You're listening here on ESPN 100.7.
When the lights come up on Friday and Saturday nights at high schools and colleges across the region, it's often on a field built by Crossland Construction. Many Crossland employees played on those fields and were educated in the schools that are thriving parts of our communities today. Crossland is a proud supporter of area athletics and urges you to be a part of your local school community. Many of the athletes playing today may help Crossland build across our region in the future. Check out career opportunities at crossland.com. Crossland Construction, build you.
What do you want from your bank?
Access to my account information on my phone.
Security, convenience, and friendly staff.
When I call, I want to speak with a real person.
I want it all. Low fees, low loan rates, and high deposit rates.
What if there was a place like this in your community? There is. Kansas Teachers Community Credit Union, with locations in Pittsburg, Fort Scott, Independence, and Coffeyville, serving area residents since 1949.
It's a feeling you get the moment you step on campus.
It's the knowledge that you become part of something more.
We're a family of crimson and gold.
Every day we challenge ourselves to achieve more.
The reason why we're here is to make a difference.
Everybody wants to stand out.
Without standing apart.
You belong.
At Pittsburg State University.
What's the buzz around Community National Bank and Trust? They're talking mobile banking, instant issue debit cards, rewards checking and credit cards, and let's not forget e-power checking, paying better than CD-like rates on a checking account, plus nationwide ATM fee refunds. Get in on the buzz. Community National Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
And we welcome you back out to Coffeyville High School. Our score 28-10 so far in the first half, as we have some dancers doing their thing. I know, Shelby, that they can do better than both you and I out there.
Speak for yourself. I feel like I can do a pretty mean YMCA.
But let's quickly go over the scores, as it's 28-10. Like I mentioned, we'll start with the Purple Dragons. Riley Johnson, 1 for 3 from the field. She's only made a 3-pointer. Caden Matlock has 4 rebounds and 2 points. Caitlin Kidd has 2 rebounds and 3 boards. Cassidy Odell only has 1 point from the free throw line. Sophia Penamani with 1 rebound. Abby Casper, 4 for 7 from the field. She's got 9 points with the free throw made, or excuse me, 10. Madden Petty also has 10 points. And then Ella Hendrickson has 2 points with 6 rebounds. And then on the other side, Jalecia Senor is 3 for 9, 5 boards, and 7 points. And she's the leading scorer for the Lady Natos. As Kylie Spears 0 for 2 from the field. Alyssa Stout's also 0 for 2. Amelia Malsby's 0 for 1. She's got 1 point, though, from the free throw line. And Sydney Rooks is 1 for 1. She's got 2 points to give the Coffeyville Lady Natos 10 points. So 28-10 our score. Shelby, what did you see there in the first half?
I'm going to start with Coffeyville. So do you remember those older NBA Live games where you could pick like what your play style was? You remember the score, inside score, or excuse me, the outside score that like Kobe Bryant had? That's what I think of when I see Senor. She's just able to contort her body in fantastic ways to get the shot off, and she's able to get them to fall. Now, as for the Dragons, I mean, right now things are going their way, but again, I still think they need to slow it down a little bit. They've proven that they can run and they can outrun just about anyone in this team, in this conference, but they need to do it in a much more controlled fashion. If you can't control what you're doing, what's the point? I mean, you can even see NASCAR drivers or Formula One drivers, when they get to a turn, they slow down so they can make that turn. They don't just keep going at 100 miles an hour and try to make it. So they just need to slow down and play a little more under control.
I think that I got to agree with you, as calling the games for Pittsburg High all season long. The up-tempo is the only successful thing for this team, as when they go, Shelby, but they don't know how to stop. And by that happening, we've seen a lot and too many turnovers tonight already by both teams. I couldn't tell you if I had the mind and memory like Trent Kling, I would be able to tell you all the statistics at once, but I can only keep up with so much. But like you said, I think both teams need to just slow down the pace a little bit, run your offenses, and that's the thing for Coffeyville right now is if they actually run that offense, they get great passes on the inside and they get great shots. They're just not falling for them right now. For Pittsburgh, on the other hand, you want to keep that up-tempo going, and by you doing that, it's going to confuse Coffeyville, so they got to make switches, and when that happens, there's open shots for PHS.
Exactly. On the Coffeyville offensive front, like you mentioned, making those passes, because this Dragon team is so young, they run into the issue where they don't necessarily know who's picking up who. So sometimes you'll see 2 or 3 Dragons on one Coffeyville player, and that leaves someone open. And fortunately for the Dragons, just yet, like you mentioned, the shots haven't been falling, nor have they always been able to get the shot to the proper player.
And so 28-10 our score here. Like we said, it's senior night one last time here on this court for some of the seniors. Chelsea Homan, Mackenzie White, Danielle Morgan, and Sydney Rooks. Covered them for 2 years now. I've seen them play, and they've done a very great job. But, hey, there's still 16 minutes left on their resume at this court, and they're going to have to turn things around as they're down by 18. And then now you see the boys warming up, and they'll have an interesting matchup. But, you bring it back to the last time that these two faced each other. It was at PHS, and it was a victory for both the Purple Dragons, girls and boys, as they were excited and moving on, as they were both on a hot streak. As the boys are still on that, the girls actually suffered a loss last Friday to Labette County on senior night, as Tristan Gegg and company, I can't speak enough about that girl. She has 2,000 points and counting this season, and she's looking to lead her Lady Grizzlies onto a phenomenal postseason. But that's got to have to wait, as we still have, like I said, 16 minutes of playtime. Let's take a 3-minute timeout, and when we come back, we'll discuss some more things, and we'll get ready for the third quarter. You're listening here on ESPN 100.7.
Bittner Motors is proud to announce that it is now Pittsburgh's new dealer for the Hustler line of zero-turn lawnmowers.
What's the buzz around Community National Bank and Trust? They're talking mobile banking, instant issue debit cards, rewards checking and credit cards, and let's not forget e-power checking, paying better than CD-like rates on a checking account, plus nationwide ATM fee refunds. Get in on the buzz. Community National Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
What do you want from your bank?
Access to my account information on my phone.
Security, convenience, and friendly staff.
When I call, I want to speak with a real person.
I want it all. Low fees, low loan rates, and high deposit rates.
What if there was a place like this in your community? There is. Kansas Teachers Community Credit Union, with locations in Pittsburg, Fort Scott, Independence, and Coffeyville, serving area residents since 1949.
Headquartered in Richmond, Kansas, QSI Quality Structures Incorporated specializes in designing and building complete post-frame buildings. We provide structures built to withstand a 30-pound ground snow load and a 90-mile-per-hour wind shear built to the most stringent codes. Whether you need a garage, agricultural building, commercial facility, or custom-built design, we're your one-stop shop for post-frame buildings. QSI. Everything we do is right on cue.
The live radio auction Saturday, February 24th, starting at 8 a.m. here on ESPN 100.7. Also broadcast on My Country 101.7 and KWXD 103.5. We will have farm and ag products, soybeans, equipment, and more, plus food plots for those deer hunters, recliners, mattresses, meat bundles, generators, and the list keeps growing. If your business would like to get involved with the radio auction, you can call 620-232-5993 for more info. To get your business on the area's largest radio auction, covering Southwest Missouri and Southeast Kansas. February 24th at 8 a.m. Don't miss it.
I had no idea you did that.
That's what I said when I learned CDL does more than just electrical work. Like plumbing, heat and air, security cameras and alarms, generators, solar panels, even signs for my business. CDL really is one company that has a solution for about everything in my home and business. Learn more at cdlsolution.com.
Stream this online at ESPN1007.com.
And we welcome you back out to Coffeyville High School. Our score 28-10 at half. Getting ready for the third quarter. I want to make a quick correction. At the end of that last time out, I said Tristan Gegg had 2,000 points this season. That is nearly impossible. If you ever do that, you should go straight to the pros, which had 2,000 points in her career and still counting. But still very, very incredible feat to accomplish. And so now about 20 seconds left till we get ready for the third quarter as the Coffeyville Lady NATOs are out on the court ready to go. Purple Dragons still discussing on what about to do.
I mean, going back to Tristan Gegg, there's a reason why every high school that you will go to in the area that they have a plaque, and they've got three on there. 1,000-point club, 1,500-point, and 2,000. And you will see maybe 5 boys and girls combined in that 2,000-point club at any high school.
And Gegg, the Pitt State commit, will be playing with Elaine Lord, and she will join Gerard Sidney Crane, as that will be an interesting year. But regardless, we are now getting ready for third quarter action. It's Chelsea Homan. She will get it over to Sydney Rooks, who finds Kylie Spear on the right side, who gets it to Senior. Senior has been the dominant scorer for this team, but Spear says, hey, let me get a shot in it, as she does not make her third attempt from three-point line. Madden Petty she thought she got fouled, but she got swatted away as she attempted a three-point shot on the other end. Coach Krotz wanted that call, and he's not going to get it. Inbound for the Purple Dragons. It will be Caitlin Kidd. A little crossover action. She's going to find Sophia Pinamani on the left side. Now gets it to Casper. Casper's going to run an offense. Casper the right side, hands off to Madden Petty. Back to Sophia Pinamani, and this is their favorite play that they like to run on that. To the right side was Madden Petty for three, no good. And on the other way come the Lady NATOs. Homan with the three-point attempt, no good. Rebounded by Caitlin Kidd. And you're seeing a little bit of an up-tempo offenses by both teams, Shelby, but they're starting to calm things down. A beautiful inside pass by Abby Casper to Caden Matlock. That's Matlock's second made basket of the night.
And that is what you want and what you expect whenever you slow down, you can find an open shot.
Wide open Rooks on the other side. So Sydney Rooks, who had trailing Sophia Pinamani, but just juked her out, and she's got 4 points.
Rooks had a beautiful ball fake there to get the shot in.
Hey, how about the same thing on the other end? How about Sophia Pinamani goes and does the same thing to Rooks as she was wide open. Stolen away off to the press break by Madden Petty. Petty puts it up and in. So Petty, 5 for 9 from the floor. Rooks has the basketball. She's guarded and gets it over to Kylie Spear. Spear's going to go right past Sophia Pinamani and break the press. Spear puts a good crossover move and just tries to go right past Pinamani, and it's a foul. Luckily, it was a foul because there would have been a wide open basket for Abby Casper on the other end. And it's going to be a foul on Sophia Pinamani. And this is interesting. They're going to call this a shooting foul. I did not think that was a shooting foul. Pinamani picks up her third personal. Riley Johnson will come in for her as the first free throw is up and in for Kylie Spear.
I'm with you, Avi. I saw nothing that really indicated that it was a shot going up. If anything, I thought it was an on-the-floor foul based on how the side official made the motion.
Spear dribbles twice, spins it around 2 times, and then she puts up the shot. It is no good. Rebounded by Abby Casper. Casper now takes off, no pressure applied. It's going to be that 2-3 defense. Johnson on the left side, cross court to Madden Petty, wide open. Petty puts up the 3, no good. Rebounded by Caitlin Kidd. That's her 5th. Looks for Petty, couldn't get her. Now she finds Casper. Casper thought about it, then she puts it up, no good, and rebounded by Amelia Malsby. So 2 3-pointers attempted by Kidd and Petty, and nothing doing. On the right side is Homan. She goes right past Casper. She gets a good bounce pass to Kylie Spear. Spear looks inside but finds Rooks at the free throw line. Rooks goes cross court to Amelia Malsby. Malsby for 3. It's up and in.
Beautiful ball movement by the Lady NATOs there. And that is what I talked about. And what we both mentioned at halftime, when they can run their offense in the half-court set, they get these open looks.
Malsby's got 4 points. On the other end, the Purple Dragons, Madden Petty cross-court to Riley Johnson, who finds Abby Casper. And Casper 5 for 9 from the field. Her and Madden Petty are both 5 for 9. Press breaker broken. Amelia Malsby, she gets it, and she's going to go to the deep left side. Finds Senor. Senor, that was a tough shot. I don't know why she attempted that one, but she's 3 for 10. It's going to be rebounded by Madden Petty. Petty gets it, and they just go back and forth between Casper and Petty, and it was stolen away by the Lady NATOs. I think that's Mackenzie White who ended up with it.
It was a forced pass into the post by Petty.
Speaking of forced passes, Madden Petty steals it away, gets past everybody else, and she's going to go against Homan one-on-one. She's going to win that matchup. Madden Petty, 6 for 10 from the floor, and that draws a quick timeout by Coach Nick Hart. So 38-16 our score, and that was about 4 minutes of action. It was a full timeout, so let's take a timeout within 30 seconds here. You're listening here on ESPN 100.7.
Hi, this is Dr. Brent Cousins with SEK Urgent Care. When you're sick, when you're injured, or when you just don't feel like yourself, SEK Urgent Care is here for you. Let our skilled providers treat your non-life-threatening illness or injury at a fraction of the time and cost of an ER visit. Located at the corner of Centennial and Broadway in the Meadowbrook Commons, open 7 days a week for your convenience. SEK Urgent Care, where your family and time matter. Find us fast in names and numbers.
High school basketball on ESPN 100.7.
A cold, rainy Friday night in the SEK, but it is all nice and cool indoors here at Coffeyville High School. Our score 38-16, 4:25 on the clock in the third quarter. And Shelby, this quarter flew by.
I mean, it really has, but when you look at the offenses that both of these teams have run so far, they've been very efficient and very quick. They've run what they wanted, and that makes the quarter seem to fly by.
Coffeyville basketball, it's going to be Homan, who's going to get met by Casper at half court. Homan dribbles to her left side, goes to Amelia Malsby, who is got Caitlin Kidd yelling ball in her face. Stolen away by Madden Petty, almost went out of bounds. Petty, who tries going through 2 defenders, could not do so, and she's going to go to the free throw line. And it's going to be interesting to see if they call this against Flanders or Spear.
Well, regardless, I got to tell you, this is what Madden Petty does to defenses that the Lady Dragons play. She will get the ball, and then she just takes off like a bullet toward her basket, and it forces the defense to decide, do we foul her and send her to the line where she's a very, very good free throw shooter, or do we just give up the uncontested 2?
The foul was on Spear, so she will come out for Shelby Coons as Petty made the first free throw. And in comes Addison Peck. This is the first time calling her name tonight, as she comes in for Rooks. So Pinamani also comes in for the Purple Dragons. Caitlin Kidd with the rebound on this second free throw attempt. No good. Rebounded by Petty, and it's no good. Rebounded by Kidd again. It's no good, but she is fouled. So Kidd was able to attempt 2 shots, and she got 1 rebound out of that, but Petty also got a rebound. And that will put Caitlin Kidd to the free throw, and Addison Peck, welcome to the club as she joins the foul committee. First free throw by Caitlin Kidd is no good. Madden Petty 2 for 6 from the free throw line tonight. Caitlin Kidd, this is her 4th attempt, and she makes the 4th one. Homan on the right side, taking her time. She knows Casper's ready there for her at half court. It's going to be a man defense by the Purple Dragons, as it's a tough face guard defense by them. On the left side it is Spear. She gets it over to Malsby. Malsby gets a good screen by Flanders and now gets it to Homan. Homan with it, with dribbling with her left hand, now dribbles with her right hand. Gets it over to the right side, a beautiful wide open pass to Malsby. Malsby puts it up and it's no good, and a little bit of a fight for it, but Petty comes up with the rebound. That was just a great shot by Malsby. I thought that was a great offensive scheme right there for Lady NATOs, but couldn't end up with anything. On the other end, it's Casper for 2, you betcha. Casper 6 for 10 from the floor. Her and Petty both.
Casper seems to love taking that about free throw length jump shot. Maybe not directly straight on, but slightly off center.
On the right side is Molesby. That was a great shot by Molesby again, but it's no good. Rebounded by Chelsea Homan. That's Homan's first attempt, and it is good. So Homan, who's been the point guard, has not shot all night until now. 42-18 our score. Cross court, look at the ball movement by PHS, but Kidd could not hang on to it. Coach Krotz talking to him about that. That was a great play, it just didn't end up right.
Just a little out of the reach of Kidd. Kidd was able to get her hand on it, but not enough to where she could corral it.
Leah Westcott and Ella Hendrickson come in for the Purple Dragons as Shanace Collins comes in for Amelia Molesby. And now here is Homan. As it's a little bit of a different scheme for both teams. And it's like a 1-4 as Homan's the only one up top and everybody else was down low. Good back-to-back ball movement, but Homan was a little too eager to find Flanders on the right side, and it's going to be a turnover. And Coach Nick Hart just not happy with how his offense has been. It's just been a struggling season for this young Coffeyville team. Inside pass to Ella Hendrickson by Madden Petty, stolen away. And here goes Shelby Coons. Coons gets it stolen right back as Madden Petty redeems herself, and that's an easy foul on Chelsea Homan. Homan leaned in with her body, put the hands up, but she gave her a little bit of the hip check as that's her third personal foul. And she might have to come out for that one as Jalicia Senor will take her spot.
You know, it wasn't a terrible foul in my opinion because it forces the Dragons to get into their offensive set and allows you as a defense to get set. You've got fouls to give. I mean, you don't want to burn them all in this quarter, obviously, but you still have that chance to where you can do that.
On the inside, it was Zoe Pinamani with the shot, tough shot, rebounded by Senor. That's her sixth. So Zoe Pinamani having a tough time getting some shots up. She's 0 for 2. Here is Shelby Coons. Coons gets a screen by Collins, puts a move on, and inside, wide open, is Senor. So Senor adds to her resume, and she's got 9. Casper, Zoe Pinamani, now to Leah Westcott on the left side. First time calling her name in the game. 3-point shot for Madden Petty, you betcha. Petty, 2 for 4 from the floor. Shelby Coons, guarded by Leah Westcott, gets a screen by Collins on the left side. Now she passes over to Senor. Senor with Abby Casper yelling ball in her face. Now on the inside is Addison Peck. Peck puts up a tough shot, and it's going to go out of bounds. So not the best start for Addison Peck, the freshman, in this ballgame. Zoe Pinamani to inbound. She'll get it to Abby Casper, excuse me. Casper finds Ella Hendrickson on the inside. Hendrickson looks for Leah Westcott. Leah puts up her first shot of the night, rebounded by Ella Hendrickson, and Hendrickson 2 for 4 with 7 boards. But that was a good shot by Leah Westcott on her first attempt. And it's Shelby Coons. Coons looks over to Addison Peck, who gets it to Brianna Flanders. Back to Peck. Peck with a great offensive movement, but she cannot convert again. Casper with the rebound. She's going coast to coast. Yes, sir. Casper 7 for 11 with 3 boards. And Shelby Coons with it. Gets it over to Senor. Now back to Peck on the inside. Great ball movement. Collins just go up with it, but she double dribbled. So an easy mistake right there. Purple Dragon basketball.
That was a good offensive movement there by the Lady Natos. Unfortunately, there in the post, it just kind of stalled. But as you mentioned, they're a young team. You can expect them to get better going forward.
Ill-advised foul right there by Jalicia Senor, as there's only 0.8 on the clock. Not sure why she did that, but that's her third now. So just 0.8 on the clock. They'll just inbound it. We'll see. Casper traveled. I think they're just going to call it, though. Yeah. She knew it. They got a little bit of a smile on her face. But regardless, 49-20 our score after 3 quarters. The Purple Dragons are in control and are looking forward to Sub-State We'll take a 30-second timeout. When we come back, we'll have fourth quarter action. Listen here on ESPN 100.7.
Bittner Motors is proud to announce that it is now Pittsburgh's new dealer for the Hustler line of zero-turn lawnmowers. Hustler has manufactured its trademark yellow mower for over 50 years, with each mower being built right here in the U.S. Hustler combines the innovative American spirit with a do-it-right work ethic to produce the best line of zero-turn mowers on the market. Call Mike Bittner at 620-232-1530 or stop by today at 1018 North Broadway in Pittsburgh to check out the Hustler line of zero-turn mowers. Hustler Mowers, made in America at Bittner Motors, Pittsburgh.
High school basketball on ESPN 100.7.
49-20, our score here in Coffeyville, senior night, as the Purple Dragons have been very, very dominant so far, Shelby. It has been a great 3 quarters, but you got one more to go for the Purple Dragons before Sub-State is a matter at hand. The Purple Dragons will get it for the final time. Cassidy Odell is in. Excuse me. She finds Leah Westcott on the left side. Westcott puts up the 3. It's no good, but Leah is fouled on the 3. So a rare foul from the 3-point line, and that's going to put Westcott to the free throw line.
Only thing a little more rare than this is the mythical 4-point play.
Leah's first attempt, no good. She has scored earlier this season at home. The junior dribbles it twice, gets a good spin on it with the right-handed shot. It's good. She's 1 for 2 now. Scott will attempt the third. 50-20 the score now. And it falls short. So Leah 1 for 3, but it's rebounded by Chelsea Homan. And Homan gets in a little bit of a speed to the right side, finds on the inside is Malsby. Malsby put up the shot, and she just lost it. It's going to be a held ball. And it will be Coffeyville basketball.
I'm not so sure she lost it. I think it was a block by Kidd there on the shot, and there was just enough on it to send it backward.
Danielle Morgan to inbound. She's got neon green and blue Under Armour shoes. Finds Rooks, who gets it to Homan. Homan actually wanted to put up that 3, could not do so. Mackenzie White on the right-hand side, stripped away by Cassidy Odell, but the ball will go out of bounds. Great defensive play by Odell. As Danielle Morgan to inbound. And on the right side, she lobs one up to Homan, and Casper just put her hands up begging that she didn't get a foul on her, did not. And it's going to be a held ball again as Homan attempted the 3-pointer, and it was no good. So now it's Purple Dragon basketball. Sophia Penamani, Madden Petty, and Riley Johnson come in. And now Petty with it. 2-3 zone by Coffeyville. On the left side, Riley Johnson gets Caden Matlock back to Petty at the top of the key. Now Sophia Penamani on the right side. Great ball movement, is just a little bit behind as it's stolen away. And Mackenzie White loses her dribble and gets it to Danielle Morgan. Now back over to Mackenzie. White with it on the right side at the volleyball lines. And she loses it. She hits the floor for it, and it's a shot attempt by Amelia Malsby. No good, though. A little bit of a rush shot, if you will. And a ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Coffeyville basketball as they look for Caden Matlock but could not find her.
Just a long errant pass by Madden Petty there.
Malsby now 1 for 5 from the floor. And we haven't seen too many turnovers like we did the first time, Shelb. As it's 50-20 our score. The clock is continuing to wind down. Homan with it on the left side. Looks for Danielle Morgan, just too much power on it as the ball goes out of bounds. And that's another turnover. Matlock to inbound over by the Coffeyville bench. And Madden Petty taking her time, goes to the left side to find Riley Johnson. Back to Petty, now over to Sophia Penamani. Inside goes Petty, tough shot, no good, rebounded by Rooks. Rooks gets it to Homan, and now Homan will dribble up the court. Petty was on a bit of a streak there before she missed that one. She's now 7 for 12. Homan goes right past Petty. Great spin, great ball movement as she looked inside to Malsby, but Malsby was not ready for it. Three-pointer attempted on the right side by Mackenzie White, but it was no good. Rebounded by Riley Johnson. Purple Dragons with it now on their end of the basketball court. Cross court to Madden Petty by Riley Johnson. It was a beautiful pass, and it goes in. Madden Petty 3 for 5 from three land. And the Purple Dragons poured it on. 53-20 now. 4:30 on the clock. Couple subs ready to come in for both teams. Homan sets for a screen by Malsby. Nothing doing with it. Now she gets it to Malsby. Malsby one-on-one against Kidd. It goes up, and it was a little bit swatted away by Kidd. Now 3 girls hit the deck, 2 Coffeyville and 1 Purple Dragon, and it's going to be Coffeyville basketball. So Malsby is 1 for 6. And plethora of subs by both teams. To inbound is Kylie Spear. She gets it stolen away by Madden Petty. Petty's got the 2-on-1 advantage. She finds Sophia Pinamani. Pinamani puts a good ball movement on and lets a defender go up in the air, and Pinamani converts.
That's something you don't see a whole lot at this level. Someone who will stop and then just do a little bit of a pivot on their inside foot to get closer to the glass.
Malsby on the left side wants a screen by Peck, doesn't take it. Now she will go to the top of the key and set up an offense. And actually, she will go to the right side. A late foul call, but a good call as she ran into Ella Hendrickson and puts up a tough shot.
Now at this point, she's doing everything that she can to score and get her team back in it and try and get some momentum going for the Lady Natives.
Second foul by Hendrickson. And the first free throw attempt by Malsby is good. That's Malsby's 3rd attempt. Leah Westcott comes in for Petty, and that might be Petty's curtain call. Continuous clock now as Malsby converts 2 of 2. She's now 3 of 4. So she's got a pretty good night. On Riley Johnson, the point guard now for the Purple Dragons. She finds Leah Westcott back to Johnson to Hendrickson. And Zoe Pinamani with a good shot but could not convert. Rebounded by Malsby. That's her 4th. And here comes Senor. Senor over to the right side, finds Kylie Spear. Spear puts up the left-handed floater, no good. Rebounded by Collins. So Shanae Collins is going to go to the free throw line, and she thinks she was fouled by Ella Hendrickson. And Collins, this will be her 4th free throw attempt of the night. Puts up the shot, and it's no good. And in comes Brianna Flanders. And then Aaliyah Kerr for Pittsburgh. Collins dribbles it a couple times, gets in her stance, put up the shot, and it's no good. Rebounded by Peck. Peck goes up with it. She can't convert. Rebounded by Collins. Or excuse me, Kerr. So Pinamani the right side to her sister Sophia. Now it's a 3-2 defense shown, and now they go back to the 2-3. Stolen away by Peck, and that's a double dribble though. Sub comes in. It's going to be Mackenzie Green, the sophomore. She will enter for Jalicia Senor. That might be Senor's last time calling her name, as now we're under a minute, 55-22 our score. Continuous clock here. As Leah Westcott on the left side to find Riley Johnson on the middle. Stolen away, maybe by Coffeyville. Ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to stay Pittsburgh basketball.
Credit this Coffeyville team. They're not giving up without a fight. They're doing everything they can. They're playing hard right now to close out this game, even though it's pretty close to being out of reach.
As another steal by Brianna Flanders, and now here quickly comes Kylie Spear. Spear tries to put up a tough shot, no good, stolen away. She's not happy with the call, as there was no call. Leah Westcott gets it, and Westcott in a bit of a scuffle with it. She's going to end up with the jump ball. Purple Dragon basketball, 10 seconds on the clock. They'll just inbound it and call it a night, as this should do it. As a little bit of pressure applied by Spear. Like the tenacity, and Johnson tried getting the ball. It did not matter. Our final score, 55-22. The Purple Dragons end the regular season on a high note before Sub-State. And for Coffeyville, it was a hard-fought battle in their home court for senior night, but they came up a little bit short. Said 55-22 our score. We'll take a timeout, and then we'll come back with some quick 3-minute timeout, come back with some quick statistics before we get ready for the men's game. You're listening here on ESPN 100.7.
Hi, this is Dr. Brent Cousins with SEK Urgent Care. When you're sick, when you're injured, or when you just don't feel like yourself, SEK Urgent Care is here for you. Let our skilled providers treat your non-life-threatening illness or injury at a fraction of the time and cost of an ER visit. Located at the corner of Centennial and Broadway in the Meadowbrook Commons. Open 7 days a week for your convenience. SEK Urgent Care, where your family and time matter. Find us fast on names and numbers.
When you get engaged and need to pay for the wedding, when you have a baby and need to start that college savings account, it seems like the best moments in life can come with some real financial challenges. What's yours? At Commerce Bank, we find solutions so you can focus on enjoying life. Visit us online at commercebank.com or at a branch near you. Commerce Bank, challenge accepted. Member FDIC.
What does it take to have a truly positive reputation? At Vogel Heating and Cooling, we know reputation is earned by consistent performance, by serving our customers' best interest, by providing top quality, energy efficient ream equipment and service for Southeast Kansas homeowners. Vogel Heating and Cooling is a Ream Factory authorized dealer and has been serving the area for over 20 years. Turn to the experts. Turn to Vogel Heating and Cooling.
The true test of a great insurance agency comes when you suffer a loss. It's easy to take your premiums, but Ray Ryan of Ryan Insurance of Pittsburg knows that handling your claim is the most important service an insured needs.
Claim is our chance to let the customer know that we'll be out there, not just that we sold them a policy, we'll also be there when a claim occurs to make sure it gets handled in an honest, respectable way.
Ryan Insurance of Pittsburg, a trusted choice agency. Find them fast in names and numbers.
Bittner Motors is proud to announce that it is now Pittsburgh's new dealer for the Hustler line of zero-turn lawnmowers. Hustler has manufactured its trademark yellow mower for over 50 years, with each mower being built right here in the U.S. Hustler combines the innovative American spirit with a do-it-right work ethic to produce the best line of zero-turn mowers on the market. Call Mike Bittner at 620-232-1530 or stop by today at 1018 North Broadway in Pittsburgh to check out the Hustler line of zero-turn mowers. Hustler Mowers, made in America at Bittner Motors, Pittsburgh.
Customer first, safety always. It's not just a tagline, it's the Watco way. By focusing on safety, each and every day they build a future by protecting their customers, team members, community, and the environment. When Watco moves commodities by rail, river, and road, at home or across North America and Australia, their priority is to ensure that they deliver their loads safely and on time. Watco wishes all area teams a safe and successful season.
Stream this online at ESPN1007.com.
And we welcome you back to Coffeyville High School as it's senior night, so all the seniors here getting recognized for Coffeyville, as it's a special moment, as it's cheerleaders, band members, basketball players, wrestling members, you name it. Like I said, a special moment for all of them. But our final score here, 55-22, the Purple Dragons had a very impressive win as they came away with it one last time in the regular season. Shelby, what'd you think overall?
To be honest, I think both teams showed good signs going forward, and that's what you want to see out of young teams. However, I also think that both teams showed a lot of things that they could improve on, and unfortunately, I believe only the Dragons will be able to continue to work on those things this year. I do not know Field Kinley, Coffeyville's sub-state right off the top of my head, so I can't say for sure whether they will be able to or not. But you know what? Credit those girls anyways, because even late in the game when it was very, very in doubt whether they could come back or not, they still played hard. They still did everything that they could in order to make this a competitive and entertaining contest.
Yeah, the thing that I liked the most by both teams was the never give up attitude, as it was a back and forth effort battle all the way through the fourth quarter. So hats off to both teams. With the final score 55-22, let's quickly go over the stats. Riley Johnson had 2 points and 1 rebound. Leah Westcott only had 1 point from the free throw line. Caden Matlock had 4 points and 4 rebounds. Caitlin Kidd had 3 points and 6 rebounds. Cassidy Odell only 1 point and 2 rebounds. Sophia Penamani 4 points and a rebound. Abby Casper 15 points and 3 rebounds. Madden Penny 21 points as she was 8 for 13 from the floor. And Ella Hendrickson 4 points and 7 rebounds. And then on the other side, Jalicia Senior, she had 9 points. She was 4 for 11 with 6 rebounds. Chelsea Homan had 2 points. Kylie Spear with 1 point from the free throw line. Alyssa Stout had 1 rebound. Amelia Molesby had 4 rebounds and 6 points. Sydney Rooks 2 for 2 as she had 4 points and 5 rebounds. Shanae Collins had 3 rebounds. And that will sum up the stat line for both teams, as still senior night as they are reaching all the way across court to court. And you get the applause for everybody's hard work for all 4 years that they've been here at Coffeyville. A very special and cool moment before the boys game begins. So like I said, final score 55-22. And before we get into the boys matchup, it's an interesting matchup. These two faced each other once already. It was Pittsburg victory at PHS, and the boys have clinched the SEK championship. So now they have the #1 seed. They're going to go into the sub-state looking with they're really confident, they're ready to go. But Shelby, you know, one game before that, this could be a trap game for them.
Absolutely, it could be a trap game. I mean, especially when you consider that last time these teams met, they won. So they could be thinking, you know, let's not do too much. We can probably win this one again, and let's just focus and get ready for the next game. However, you can't ever do that. It doesn't matter what the event is, where it's played. You always have to be willing, and you always have to be able and go out there and put everything on the line, because you never know what game could be the downfall for you. And if you think about it, if they take this game off, it could be a very bad precedent going into sub-state where they could feel like they don't really need to try. And that's not what you want to do. Every game you need to try. You want to know that this is the best effort that I'm going to give in everything that I'm doing. Well,
for Kylie Rawls' team, he knows that, well, he will want these guys to give it their all and not take this lightly, as Coach Rolfs has had a great season so far, but it's not done yet as they have one more. Let's take a 3-minute timeout, and we'll actually hear what Coach Rolfs have to say, and when we come back, we'll get ready for our starting lineups, and we'll get ready for the game. You're listening here on ESPN 100.7.
I had no idea you did that.
That's what I said when I learned CDL does more than just electrical work. Like plumbing, heat and air, security cameras and alarms, generators, solar panels, even signs for my business. CDL really is one company that has a solution for about everything in my home and business. Learn more at cdlsolution.com.
Advanced technology, comprehensive quality care. That's Kanar Eye Care. We have the newest technology, but we never lose sight of what's most important, our patients. Eye care has changed dramatically in recent years, and we've been there for you every step of the way. At Kanar Eye Care, patients spend time with doctors. Total eye care, from contact lenses, including bifocal contacts, treatment of disease, and surgical co-management. Kanar Eye Care, the clear choice.
Find them fast in names and numbers.
At Lindbergh Pharmacy, we care about your health. From a qualified and caring staff to services like our Time My Meds and MedPack programs, Lindbergh Pharmacy provides personalized service you can count on. Refill prescriptions online at lindberghpharmacy.com or on your smartphone with our free Lindbergh Pharmacy mobile app. You can also sign up for our text alert program, and we'll text or email you when your prescription is ready. Can't make it to us? We'll deliver your medications right to your door. Lindbergh Pharmacy, now 2 locations to serve you.
Hi, this is Dr. Brent Cousins with SEK Urgent Care. When you're sick, when you're injured, or when you just don't feel like yourself, SCK Urgent Care is here for you. Let our skilled providers treat your non-life-threatening illness or injury at a fraction of the time and cost of an ER visit. Located at the corner of Centennial and Broadway in the Meadowbrook Commons, open 7 days a week for your convenience. SCK Urgent Care, where your family and time matter. Find us fast on names and numbers.
The true test of a great insurance agency comes when you suffer a loss. It's easy to take your premiums, but Ray Ryan of Ryan Insurance of Pittsburgh knows that handling your claim is the most important service an insured needs.
Claim is our chance to let the customer know that we'll be out there, not just that we sold them a policy, we'll also be there when a claim occurs to make sure it gets handled in an honest, respectable way.
Ryan Insurance of Pittsburgh, a trusted choice agency. Find them fast in names and numbers.
What do you want?
What's the buzz around Community National Bank and Trust? They're talking mobile banking, instant issue debit cards, rewards checking and credit cards, and let's not forget e-power checking, paying better than CD-like rates on a checking account, plus nationwide ATM fee refunds. Get in on the buzz. Community National Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
I had no idea you did that.
That's what I said when I learned CDL does more than just electrical work. Like plumbing, heat and air, security cameras and alarms, generators, solar panels, even signs for my business. CDL really is one company that has a solution for about everything in my home and business. Learn more at cdlsolution.com.
Hi, I'm Kendall Gammon. You may know me as a Kansas City Chief, but I'm also a proud graduate of Pittsburg State University. Pittsburg State offers more than 200 degree programs, small class sizes, and tuition so affordable it earned Pittsburg State a top 10 ranking on Washington Monthly's Collegiate Best Bang for Your Buck list. But don't take my word for it. Visit Pittsburg State and see why there's nothing like being a gorilla. Learn more at pittstate.edu/be-a-gorilla.
Hello and a merry welcome back to your sports headquarters, ESPN 100.7. Cam Molina joined by Pittsburgh High School boys basketball coach Kylie Roll. Coach, a home victory against the Joplin Eagles, final non-conference game before Sub-State, and the final game of the season rolls around. Can you just give me your opinions on the victory against the Eagles, and in addition, how well your offense played, especially in the fourth quarter?
Well, it was a good win. I mean, anytime you get a win against a quality team like we think Joplin is, and I think most people understand that they are, it's a good win. We walked away from there on Tuesday night feeling really good. It was a good high school basketball game. I got to believe it was a very entertaining game for people to watch that had a chance to see it. I think you had two good high school teams really competing, a lot of good basketball players and athletes on the floor. So it was when it was all said and done, I think it was it makes it easier when you win, but I mean, I think it was a very enjoyable game, and it was a good win for us, without a doubt. We were able to get some stops in that fourth quarter and be very efficient on the offensive end for the most part, and that ultimately was the difference.
Well, Coach, you and I, following the game, discussed momentum and how imperative it is that you guys have that on your backside heading into Sub-State, but can you be a bit more specific about how that really plays into effect with your bench players? Maybe don't get as much time as the starters, but they are just as important in being able to find their groove ahead of Sub-State. When you need that second unit to come in, it's going to be pretty valuable.
Yeah, there's no doubt, and it's been that way from the get-go, and we've got as we've talked throughout the season, we've got a lot of good basketball players on this team, and so, that we try to make sure everybody's getting quality reps in practice, and everybody's getting prepared to play in the game, and then you just, then the game plays out how it plays out, and those, and then you get ready for the next one, and we've had guys that have been very locked in, I think, from the get-go, and it's been good for us having the depth that we have, without a doubt. You were talking about quality depth. I mean, it relates to our junior varsity basketball team, and our junior varsity basketball team has a chance to complete an undefeated season tomorrow night at Coffeyville. So, they've obviously put it together, and that plays a big part in the success of the varsity team, because that
gives you a chance to get quality reps during practice and give you a good look of your opponent for the next game. So, you know, our guys it's been a great group. They've been locked in, I think, from the get-go, and we're just going to keep trying to, you know, keep it going and keep trying to get better.
A follow-up to your previous point, can you talk about cultivating the talent at the JV level? I know Deontay Duncan's been playing really well. Your starting point guard at the JV level, Javon Grant, Trenton Austin, all getting valuable minutes with that JV squad. Can you touch on how invaluable it is, one, for you to sit in as the head coach of the varsity level and coach some of those JV guys, and also them having the opportunity to stretch their legs on the court and face some pretty good opponents in the SEK?
Well, yeah, and Coach Woods is our junior varsity coach, you know, assistant varsity coach, and he's done a great job with that group, without a doubt. And you mentioned some names there, and a few others to throw in there. Brett Weimers is a junior in that group that's been, you know, just been a very valuable part of that. And then we have three other, you mentioned Deontay Duncan, Andrew Nargis, Caden Bressler is another one, Peyton Cantrell. Has played a lot. He's injured right now, but has played. And you mentioned Javon and Trenton already. Just trying to make sure that I haven't forgotten anybody, because those guys have, you know, they may not get as much time, and some of them no time on a Friday night in the varsity game, but they have been a huge part of what we have of our success this year because of their willingness to compete and battle it out every day in practice. And you know, what we told all those guys also at the beginning of the season is they're in a great place because they get to compete against really good basketball players every day in practice, and they need to make the most of that opportunity and, you know, enjoy it and let it be a part of them developing as a player. And so when you have a group that buys into that, it gives you a chance to cultivate talent, like you said, and good things to happen. And fortunately for us, so far, that's been the case.
Cam Molina currently talking with Pittsburg High School boys basketball coach Kylie Rolls. Coach, can you touch on the climate of the locker room at this point? Number one seed in Sub-State in the East bracket. You'll be hosting Sub-State in your own place. SEK champs. I mean, I imagine it would be pretty elated right now and everybody's enthused. But from what you've seen and what you've heard, what's the locker room like?
Well, I think our guys are excited, but I think they're focused. I don't think they're taking any of this for granted. You know, it's something we talk about in our program, is not being entitled and thinking that things, you know, are given to you, that you have to go out every day and earn things. And I think that this group has kind of bought into that. And so I think they understand that. You know, without a question, it's an exciting time of the year, and I think they're excited, and I think they're very happy about the situation we're in. But at the same time, I don't think they've taken it for granted and know that we've got to continue to try to earn, you know, what's in front of us. And what's in front of us right now is getting ready to play Coffeyville tomorrow night. We need to have good practice to get ready to do that.
Last question. Is there anything particular you are focusing on in practice, considering Friday will be the last tune-up game ahead of Sub-State? Any particular area you guys are really honed in on?
No, we're continuing to kind of stick with the things that we've been doing on. We try to, you know, we try to figure out things that we haven't done well recently from the last game or a trend in the last couple games, and we try to hit those and improve them. And if something else creeps up, we try to get that. We're pretty, you know, day to day in terms of staying in the moment, in terms of what we're doing well now, what we're not doing well, and let's fix what we're not, and let's try to continue to do what we are.
Again, that was Kylie Rolls, head boys basketball coach of the Pittsburg High School Purple Dragons. We are back shortly to field Kinley High School in Coffeyville, Kansas, with the starting rotations ahead of tonight's matchup. This is your sports headquarters, ESPN 100.7.
Let's go back live courtside.
And we welcome you out to Coffeyville High School. It is senior night. The boys are getting ready to get underway. Just about 7 minutes and 45 seconds until they do so. You heard it from Coach Rolfs. This team's got to get ready. One last game before it is time to get ready for Sub-State, as the Purple Dragons are the SEK champions. They've had a great season so far. But one last hurdle before the race is over, and that's Coach Tyler Thompson and company of the Coffeyville Golden Nados. As Coffeyville, senior night for them as well. No seniors, though, as they have all freshmen, sophomores, and juniors on this team. A very big bench on this ball club, and we'll see if they could stop this Purple Dragon team, as it's been a dominant one so far. The Purple Dragons will have their usual boys out there on the court. We don't have starters just yet. We will get those here in just a little while. Shelby White decided to abandon me, so it is just me up here, but Coach Rolfs has done a good job with this ball club so far, and knowing the guy that he is, he's not going to stop until his team does exactly what they want, and that's to get a W tonight and get ready for Sub-State. Now, the Sub-State standings has not been officially set yet, and they will be on Saturday is when all the results will come out and when everyone will know who plays where and who plays whom. That will be the determining factor for both scenarios, for both the men's and the women's, as next week will be quite the week, as it will be a busy week in the high school level here and in the SEK, and also the collegiate level, as it's Sub-State for high school basketball, and it is MIAA tournament week for Division II college basketball. So it's going to be nothing but fun basketball. Hopefully Mother Nature corresponds with both of us in that doing so. And Shelby White is now back with us. And Shelby, just a couple things. What are you looking for and expecting to see out of this game tonight?
High tempo. That's the first thing I think of when I see this. Number one, for sure, on the Dragons side, because these Dragons, with the length that they have, they just love to get out and run and play kind of above the rim whenever they can, down low in the post, on the transition. But they aren't afraid to do those transition threes either. And for this Coffeyville team, excuse me, I think they're going to be playing pretty high up tempo themselves, not only to match this pace set by the Dragons, but also to try and dictate the pace themselves. And I mentioned it to the fans earlier, but you weren't here. There's no seniors on this ball club for Coffeyville, and so they're going to have to use this is a young, talented team. They're going to have to step up and make some plays, and they're going to have to rely on that young, talented team to come up. And they gave the Purple Dragons a heck of a battle the first time these two played in the first half, but now they're at their court. They're going to have to defend that, and they're going to have to do whatever it takes to make that streak come to an end. Well, at some point, every senior starts out as a freshman. So they're going to start out, this may be a young team, but you can imagine that in the next couple upcoming years, all the seasoning that they will have gained playing all this time as underclassmen, it will teach them and it will fuel them and build a solid base for when they are seniors that they can strive and make excellence.
So let's take a 3-minute timeout. When we come back, the boys will be out on the court. They'll be ready to go. We'll go through some starting lineups, and we'll be ready for the final time of the regular season for both Coffeyville and PHS. You're listening here on ESPN 100.7.
What's the buzz around Community National Bank and Trust? They're talking mobile banking, instant issue debit cards, rewards checking and credit cards, and let's not forget e-power checking, paying better than CD-like rates on a checking account, plus nationwide ATM fee refunds. Get in on the buzz. Community National Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
What do you want from your bank?
Access to my account information on my phone.
Security, convenience, and friendly staff.
When I call, I want to speak with a real person.
I want it all. Low fees, low loan rates, and high deposit rates.
What if there was a place like this in your community? There is. Kansas Teachers Community Credit Union, with locations in Pittsburg, Fort Scott, Independence, and Coffeyville, serving area residents since 1949.
You can earn up to $15 per statement cycle, 10 cents for each swipe after the first 15 swipes. Qualifying is so easy. Simply have one direct deposit or auto payment plus 15 debit card purchases each statement cycle and a $100 opening deposit. Stop by the bank for more information about our Common Sense checking. Then swipe and save. It's convenience that pays at University Bank. Branch GMB. Member FDIC.
What's the buzz around Community National Bank and Trust? They're talking mobile banking, instant issue debit cards, rewards checking and credit cards, and let's not forget e-power checking, paying better than CD-like rates on a checking account, plus nationwide ATM fee refunds. Get in on the buzz. Community National Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
If you are injured in an accident or on the job, it is vitally important that you hire the right attorney. Before choosing an attorney, you should make sure they have the resources to fight large corporations or insurance companies. Your attorney should have extensive trial court experience and a track record of success. The Spigarelli Law Firm, with offices in Pittsburg and Coffeyville, has the experience, resources, and reputation to provide the quality representation your claim deserves. Fred Spigarelli has received the top rating from his peers with the Martindale-Hubbell Independent Rating System. His firm has the resources to hire the experts and physicians needed to properly present your claim. The Spigarelli Law Firm has successfully tried cases for over 40 years and taken numerous cases all the way to the Supreme Court. Call the Spigarelli Law Firm today at 877-409-7931 or visit their website at spigarelli-law.com. You can also find them fast in names and numbers. Be sure to get reliable information when you choose an attorney to represent you.
Stream this online at ESPN1007.com.
And we welcome you back out to Coffeyville High School as we are just now getting ready for the starting lineups. Not sure if we're going to have a national anthem or not just yet. We will find out momentarily as both teams are ready to go. And Shelby, I think we're going to have a national anthem. I think we are. So let's take that 2-minute timeout, and when we come back, we'll have the starting lineups. You listen here on ESPN 100.7.
Bittner Motors is proud to announce that it is now Pittsburgh's new dealer for the Hustler line of zero-turn lawnmowers. Hustler has manufactured its trademark yellow mower for over 50 years, with each mower being built right here in the U.S. Hustler combines the innovative American spirit with a do-it-right work ethic to produce the best line of zero-turn mowers on the market. Call Mike Bittner at 620-232-1530 or stop by today at 1018 North Broadway in Pittsburgh to check out the Hustler line of zero-turn mowers. Hustler Mowers, made in America at Bittner Motors, Pittsburgh.
When the lights come up on Friday and Saturday nights at high schools and colleges across the region, it's often on a field built by Crossland Construction. Many Crossland employees played on those fields and were educated in the schools that are thriving parts of our communities today. Crossland is a proud supporter of area athletics and urges you to be a part of your local school community. Many of the athletes playing today may help Crossland build across our region in the future. Check out career opportunities at crossland.com. Crossland Construction, build you.
No one wants to file for bankruptcy, but a wage garnishment can make it hard to pay the rent, pay the pharmacy, or even feed the family. Bankruptcy can be a viable option to help families cope with unfortunate and unforeseen financial hardship. Call Steve Stockert at Wilbert & Towner, 620-231-5620 for a consultation to find out if bankruptcy is the right choice for you and your family. Call today. Wilbert & Towner, a full-service law firm, 620-231-5620. We are a debt relief agency, helping people find the relief they need in bankruptcy.
Hi, I'm Kendall Gammon. You may know me as a Kansas City Chief, but I'm also a proud graduate of Pittsburg State University. Pittsburg State offers more than 200 degree programs, small class sizes, and tuition so affordable, it earned Pittsburg State a top 10 ranking on Washington Monthly's Collegiate Best Bang for Your Buck list. But don't take my word for it. Visit Pittsburg State and see why there's nothing like being a gorilla. Learn more at pittstate.edu/BAGorilla.
Stream this online at ESPN1007.com.
And two phenomenal national anthems we have had tonight, as it was a great showing by that. Shelby, I can't do that. I don't know about you, my friend, but I couldn't sing in front of a crowd like that.
I mean, I can sing the national anthem, and I might be able to do it in my shower, but man, that gave me chills right there. That gave me chills in the good sense.
Phenomenal job right there by both performers in the girls' game and the men's game. But now it's time to get to action, as it's time for men's basketball between the Coffeyville Golden Tornado and the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons. And For the Purple Dragons, it's going to be Chase Curtis, Drew Rolfs, Gavin Elkamil, Marquis English, and Jarek Butcher. For the Coffeyville Goldenados, it's going to be Jalen Logan. We'll have to slowly, one by one, see who they are because I don't have their numbers. They're wearing a pink out shirt, and so we'll have to carefully wait to see who they have to come out for them.
They're phenomenal shirts. They say "Hooping for a Cure," which is definitely a thing to applaud for them.
Jalen Logan, Trey Myrie are the 1-2 for them so far, as Drew Rolfs meets him at half court. Coach Tyler Thompson for Coffeyville has got himself quite the task ahead of him as they face each other once, like we said before. It was a great job, and this time they will duke it out here at the home of the Coffeyville Goldenados. Jameer Bolden, he is the other starter. That's 3 of the 5 is Marquis English, the big fellow. We have called his name time and time again this year. He has been an outstanding senior for this team. CJ Kelly getting a rousing ovation for him as he comes out. And then Jarek Butcher, the only junior to start for this team, as Butcher has had himself quite a game. As last time these Purple Dragons came out, they played the Joplin Eagles, and I tell you what, that was a great matchup, an interesting matchup, matter of fact, as Joplin, non-conference game as they went back and forth, but the Purple Dragons pulled out in the fourth quarter. They had a strong showing, and that is past them now. They will now face Coffeyville, and both teams now in a huddle, breaking it down, getting ready to go. And Shelby, this should be a great matchup between the two, and if you're Coffeyville, you want the momentum early. You have the fans on your side.
Exactly. You've got the fans, they're already here. The student section that's right below us, you can't see them from where you're sitting, from where I can stand. They're all standing up and they're bouncing up around. They're wanting to continue getting hyped like this, and they want to just keep building on this momentum and hopefully create enough noise that will get into the head of the Dragons to where they can't hear, can't communicate, and help out their team. So it's the big fella in Marquis English. He will tip things off for the Purple Dragons, and he's going to go head-to-head with the junior and Andrew Knight as the respect both of them as they shake hands before we go. Whistle blows, and we are underway. Marquis English wins the tip, and it's Jarek Butcher, and the Purple Dragons have the basketball, and they're underway. Butcher on the right side goes to Gavin Elkamil. Elkamil finds Marquis English at the top. Now Jarek Butcher immediately says change up the play call as J.J. Martin is all over Butcher. Butcher puts a beautiful move on him, and Butcher is 1 for 1 from the floor. Beautiful give and go at the top of the key from Butcher and English for those 2 points.
And so with the point guard being C.J. Kelly, he gets it over to J.J. Martin, and now he will get Jalen Logan. Logan goes over and tries to go around Marquis English, but can't do so. And English and Ralston Company now, here they go as Gavin Elkamil on the very left side, guarded by Kelly, goes cross-court to Drew Rolfs, inside to Chase Curtis, who lobs up to Marquis. Marquis had 2-3 defenders on him, but Marquis puts it up and in.
Again, that goes to the height and the length that we talked about with English. She can get down low, and a nice lob, he can jump up and grab it.
Kelly on the right side goes cross-court to Trey Myrie. Myrie now to Jalen Logan, and now C.J. Kelly, the good ball handler for this team, to J.J. Martin. J.J. puts a crossover and now brings it back out. Gavin Elkamil guarding him. It's man-to-man defense all around by the Purple Dragons. J.J. Good crossover again. Now he finds Jalen Logan at the left side. Logan thought about a 3, picks up his dribble, now gets it to C.J. Kelly. C.J. Kelly, NBA range 3. Oh my goodness. That was a thing of beauty.
An absolute beautiful shot right there. Found the bottom of that easily.
Marquis English on the inside to Chase Curtis, and the strength of the big fella does not go in. Rebounded by Trey Myrie, and there goes Myrie. Myrie on the right side. Now he's going to dribble to his left side. He's going to find wide open Jalen Logan, but no good. Rebounded by Marquis English. English's second rebound of the night. So Jalen Logan, his first attempt is no good. Foul on the floor. It's a blocking foul. Gavin Elkamil tried driving in on Andrew Knight. And it's actually going to be on Trey Myrie. So inbounding for the Purple Dragons is Jarek Butcher. Butcher looks for Chase Curtis, could not find him, and now he gets it over to Drew Rolfs, who finds Marquis English top of the key. Marquis, beautiful move, got it to Chase Curtis. Curtis got it stripped away from him.
Tenacious defense right now shown by the NATOs early.
And inbound is Butcher again. They're going to try things differently, get it to Curtis. Now to Rolfs. Over on the right side is Jarek Butcher. Butcher calling, directing traffic. Wanted Chase to post up. On the left side is Gavin Elkamil. Elkamil back to Butcher at the top of the key. Butcher tries to make a move. Found nobody home as he threw it away, and he said, yep, that's my bat.
That was in the general direction of Drew Rolfs, but it was well offline.
Trey Myrie with it on the left side. Nobody pressuring him. Rolfs will meet him at half court. Myrie takes a couple dribbles, now backs it out, runs an offense, almost ran into his own defender, and gets Jalen Logan. Logan on the right side to Andrew Knight, the big fella on the perimeter. Almost looking like he wanted the three. Trey Myrie, he's going to drive in on Rolfs, take a step back, put up the shot, and it's good. Myrie 1 for 1 now. And it's a 5-4 lead for Coffeyville.
That was a good move by Myrie. Able to create just enough separation by putting his shoulder down.
Butcher, inside pass to Chase Curtis, and it was a jump ball, or held ball inside, and it's going to be Coffeyville basketball, and like we said, the momentum favoring the Golden Tornado.
This is exactly what you wanted if you were Coffeyville. Come out strong.
Myrie gets it over to C.J. Kelly, now back to Myrie. They need to cross, and they do. On the right side is Logan. Logan thought about the three. It's going to get tipped away. Stolen by Gavin Elkamil, and it's a 2-on-1. Elkamil with the floater. It's good.
That's something you'd see in the NBA, the way he threw that floater up, just kind of lifted off his hands.
And up tight pressure at half court. Beautiful moves by C.J. Kelly. Could not convert on the inside. Rebounded by Coffeyville. It was J.J. Martin with the rebound. He couldn't put it away. And Marquis English with his third rebound of the night. So J.J. Martin had his first rebound, but he could not convert. Inside is Marquis English to the right side. Gavin Elkamil thought about it. He's going to burn by his defender. Gets to Chase Curtis. Now back to Gavin. Gavin looks for somebody. He has Marquis at the top of the key for three. It is good. Marquis English is doing it all for the Purple Dragons. Kelly has a little bit of trouble at half court. Gets to his left side. It's Trey Myrie. Myrie all the way over back to Kelly. We know how much of a shooter Kelly is. Cross court back to Myrie. Myrie over on the left side is J.J. Martin. Martin, spin move, couldn't do anything with it. Jalen Logan traveled before he did anything. About 3:49 on the clock. The Purple Dragons have 9. Coffeyville has 5.
The energy shown by both sides this early in the contest is astounding.
Rolfs on the left side, quick inbound to him. Rolfs had Knight on him. Mismatch for that for the Purple Dragons. They took advantage of it. Rolfs is perfect from the field.
And to the fans listening at home, Rolfs was in the front court. The inbound was in the back court.
Yep. Marquis English kick ball violation as Trenton Austin will come in for Jarek Butcher and thus brings in the three-headed monster, Marquis English, Trenton Austin, and Chase Curtis. These three are deadly when they're on the court all together. Kelly over to the left side to Logan. They get cross half court. Myrie gets it to JJ on the left side. It's going to bounce off weirdly. Rebounded by Marquis English. And there goes Marquis. He tries to go coast to coast. Runs into Logan. Stolen away by Kelly. Kelly over now cross half court to Jalen Logan. Back to Kelly. And he is shooting way downtown. Ball goes out of bounds as he airballed it that time.
You know, everything that started that off was Marquis English not keeping his head up. He drove directly into the paint when he had a streaking teammate on the far sideline that he could have gotten it to for a couple points, most likely. Inbound
was Gavin Elkamil, Chase Curtis. Now Curtis gets it to Rolfs. Rolfs double team, needs to think of something. He actually loses the basketball. They're going to have to get cross-course baseball throw to Trenton Austin. And look out, Austin goes up and in.
Beautiful body control there when he left his feet. Did a little ball fake with the ball in his hands and then laid it in.
Kelly on the left side. He now gets it to Jalen Logan. We're about 2 minutes and 40 seconds left here in the first quarter on the right side. It's Trey Myrie. Myrie crossover in front of Rolfs. He picks up his dribble triple team. And now Jalen Logan on the right side guarded by Marquis English. English has the favor on that size matchup, but it's a foul on the floor on Marquis. That's Marquis' first, and we only have 2 fouls in this game so far.
Very clean game. Any turnovers that there have been genuine forced turnovers by defense. No 2 fouls, as you mentioned, Avi. Very clean, quick ball game so far.
Brendan Graham and Adam Rutherford come in for Coffeyville. Left side, it's Kelly. Kelly goes by Trenton Austin and Marquis English. And Marquis thought it was a clean swat, but it ended up being a foul as Kelly's going to the line, and that's the second on Marquis, just like that. Actually, they're going to call that on Trenton Austin. So that's Austin's first, and Marquis dodges a bullet. CJ Kelly at the free throw line, spins it, puts it up, and rattles out. So no good on his first attempt.
You know, Martin had a phenomenal move to get to the basket, drove from the far elbow down to the far baseline after curling around a couple Dragons and then adjusting midair to try and get the ball in the hoop.
Kelly, 2 dribbles, spins it between his hands, puts up the shot, and it's good. So Kelly, 1 for 2 from the line. He's got 4 points tonight. Jarek Butcher hurrying things up on the right side, gets it to Drew Rolfs. Inside's Gavin Elkamil. Beautiful ball movement by PHS. Gavin Elkamil now 2 for 2. Pressure applied as it's a full court press. Jalen Logan tries getting it over the big-sized Marquis English, couldn't do so. Gavin Elkamil with the steal on the left side. Drew Rolfs, his 3 is up and no good. Rebounded by no one as it actually went out, and it's going to be Pittsburgh basketball. Rolfs. A good-looking 3, but I think he rushed it, and that was the reason why it didn't go in. Butcher to inbound. Finds Gavin Elkamil. Elkamil loses it, actually, and it's going to be a backcourt violation. Costly mistake for the Purple Dragons. They're up 15-6 under 2 minutes in the first quarter.
You know, we mentioned this in the girls' game. Essentially what Elkamil did there was he tried to move before he had the ball in his hands.
Myrie to inbound. Gets it to Jalen Logan, and now Logan applied pressure by Gavin Elkamil to Logan. Logan crosses it. Double team immediately. There's no one home. He finds Jarek Butcher. Wrong team. Marquis English goes up, and he's going to get fouled by CJ Kelly.
You know, you applaud Kelly for making the foul to force English to earn the points from the line, but I'm not so sure that shot would have gone in regardless.
So Kelly gets charged with the foul, and we have a timeout by Coach Thompson. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. Let's take it with them. 15-6 our score. Purple Dragons up. You're listening here on ESPN 100.7.
At Lindbergh Pharmacy, we care about your health.
It's the knowledge that you've become part of something more.
We're a family of crimson and gold.
Every day we challenge ourselves to achieve more.
The reason why we're here is to make a difference.
Everybody wants to stand out.
Without standing apart.
You belong.
At Pittsburg State University.
Let's go back live courtside.
We welcome you back out to Coffeyville High School. Our score 15-6, 1:38 on the clock. Marquis English going to attempt some free throws. It was a timeout by Coach Tyler Thompson before the free throws were even attempted. Marquis' first one is good. Marquis is perfect from the floor. Takes 2 dribbles, spins it around, and he's going to put up his second one, and it's no good. So I cursed Marquis as he missed his second free throw. Rebounded by CJ Kelly, and Kelly with the fast full court pressure applied to him. Now they get it over, and Rutherford has it on the corner. He gets it back to Jalen Logan. Logan trapped at the top of the key. He's going to find a deep pass to Rutherford, who met him on the other side. Rutherford comes up with it. And now Trey Myrie slowing things down. They're going to run a different offense. And Myrie goes right by Rolfs. A beautiful move, and he puts it in. So Myrie 2 for 2 from the floor. And deep pass cross court to Marquis English. Who's going to guard this guy? And inbounded Jalen Logan goes through 1 defender, 2 defenders. Lobs over the right side, Rutherford. Rutherford picks up his dribble, gets it back to Logan. Logan guarded by Rolfs. Tried to put a little shimmy on him. CJ Kelly, top of the key. guarded by Gavin Elkamil. Beautiful move. And the shot taken by Graham, no good, rebounded by Trenton Austin, his first. Graham steals it away from Gavin Elkamil. Wide open CJ Kelly. He's going to get a good layup, and he's going to put it in.
That was a phenomenal layup to avoid Jarek Butcher, who was busting it back on defense to try and make it hard.
Stolen away by Trey Myrie. Myrie got the steal off of Drew Rolfs' inbound pass. Here comes Myrie up and foul. And you hear the clapping down below us. Coffeyville crowd very pleased with how their team's playing.
Boy, I got to tell you, Avi, right now both teams are playing at a highly frenetic pace, but at this point it seems like Coffeyville is being more efficient with it. Granted, the score may not say so. I think they're getting a lot better looks and chances based on their attempts.
Gavin Elkamil was committed with the foul. In comes back is Andrew Knight and J.J. Martin. So 12.2 on the clock. The first free throw was no good by Trey Myrie. Myrie will attempt his second. Up and it goes in. So Myrie 1 for 2. Got to go if you're PHS. Jarek Butcher picking up the pace, crosses the court. Gets it over to Gavin Elkamil. Elkamil dribbles between his legs, puts a move on, gets Trenton Austin. Austin puts up a three, and it's good. Trenton Austin, not known for his three-point range, puts it in before the quarter comes to an end. So the Purple Dragons end on a high note, 21-11. Our score. Trenton Austin with a great job to end it for PHS. Let's take a 30-second timeout. When we come back, we'll have some second quarter action underway. You're listening here on ESPN 100.7.
When you get engaged and need to pay for the wedding, when you have a baby and need to start that college savings account, it seems like the best moments in life can come with some real financial challenges. What's yours? At Commerce Bank, we find solutions so you can focus on enjoying life. Visit us online at commercebank.com or at a branch near you. Commerce Bank, challenge accepted. Member FDIC.
High school basketball on ESPN 100.7.
Welcome you back out to Coffeyville High School. Our score 21-11. A very high-paced offensive showing by both teams in the first quarter, Shelby. And it seemed like that quarter was faster than any quarter we've had so far tonight.
If I had to compare it to anything, it sounded like a drag race. Both teams were just revving their engines, going up and down the court really quickly. And to be honest, both teams were fairly successful in how they were running their offenses. So let's just see who can be a little more efficient and a little more under control starting here the second quarter.
Purple Dragons get the ball in the second quarter to start it out. It's Jarek Butcher inbounded by Chase Curtis. Butcher directing traffic, gets it to Isaac Leverins. Leverins, this is his first time in the ball game tonight. Over to Trenton Austin at the top of the key. Now back to Leverins. Leverins over to Marquis English on the left side. It's a lob pass to Trenton Austin, and it's up and in, the alley-oop. Phenomenal job by PHS, and Austin's fired up. Purple Dragons have all the momentum right now as Trey Myrie gets it over to J.J. Martin. Martin had some trouble with it. Chase Curtis. Trenton Austin, he's wide open. Now he's going to have some trouble. Austin lobs it up. Marquis, no good. Isaac Leverins, it's no good. So Purple Dragons can't convert. On the other end comes J.J. Martin, and he puts it up, and it's no good. Everyone in this stadium is wanting a foul. Wow.
You know, I'm not so sure they're wanting a foul as much as possibly a goaltending or a technical call, because it looks like Trenton Austin, from my vantage point, when he went up, he touched the rim. Now, did it affect the shot or not? Possibly, but it's still something that you don't really ever want to see or do as a defender.
Adam Rutherford with the basketball on the top. He gets it over to he gets it to J.J. Martin, who's guarded by Trenton Austin. Inside is a wide open big fella in Andrew Knight. You can't leave this guy alone on the inside. Knight with his first basket. Marquis English, top of the key, looks for Trenton Austin on the left side. Chase Curtis wants it on the inside. Marquis hangs on to it. Beautiful inside pass to Chase Curtis. Curtis with the strength, showing off, flexing his muscles as he converts his first basket of the night. On the left side, J.J. Martin, kick ball. Marquis playing soccer with it as it almost goes cross court.
You know, speaking of soccer, we have a soccer basketball connection. Steve Nash was hired recently by one of the major sports companies, not to commentate basketball, but to commentate soccer.
That is interesting. I actually did not know that. C.J. Kelly gets it over to his big fella, Andrew Knight. Back to Kelly, back over to Logan, who gets it to the left side, and JJ. JJ can't convert, and the ball's going to go out of bounds, and it's Pittsburgh basketball. And maybe we're going to have a controversy call by both referees. As I thought Butcher did not touch it. And so I think, and yeah, they're going to keep it PHS basketball. Coach Rolfs yelling out the offensive play call. And now Jarek Butcher comes with it. Down below us, the Coffeyville crowd yelling defense. Marquis gets a screen by Chase Curtis, and he gets fouled. And J.J. Martin went toe-to-toe with Marquis and almost took Marquis off his feet.
That one could have gone either way, in my opinion. Marquis had his shoulder lowered, so that's the weird thing about charges and blocks. It's purely up to the referee's discretion for the most part.
First foul on Martin, inbound. Leverins has it. Now he gets it to Marquis. Jarek Butcher wide open for three on the other side. Beautiful spin on the basketball. No good, though. Rebounded by Trey Myrie. That's his third. Quick cross court come the Coffeyville Golden Nados. Left side, C.J. Kelly to Jalen Logan. Logan dribbles between his legs a couple times. Trey Myrie puts up a two-point shot. Rough shot. Rebounded by C.J. Kelly. Great job by Kelly with the effort. It's going to be a held ball. Interesting call right there. I think it was the right call. And it's going to be Coffeyville basketball still.
Crowd not happy with it despite it going Coffeyville's way. They were hoping for a foul.
Inbound into Trey Myrie. Myrie has it. Wide open three. He's going to put it up, and it's good. Myrie, his three-pointer, hits it. That's his first three of the night. He's 3 for 4. Marquis English on the other side. Gets a rebound, puts it in. So Marquis goes 4 for 6 after getting that one in. But Trey Myrie, 3 for 4. That's his first three. Stolen away by Chase Curtis. Beautiful quarterback pass to Marquis English, and Marquis does his thing.
That makes that layup even more remarkable, is that it tipped off of Marquis' fingers, so he had to kind of corral it mid-stride and then make the adjustment to lay it in.
Logan has Marquis and Jarek Butcher wanting to press him. Now it's Isaac Leverins. They're going to put a little pressure on him. J.J. Martin on the right side. Guess who for three on the right side? Up and no good was Trey Myrie. Rebounded by Chase Curtis. Curtis takes off with it. He gets on the inside to Trenton Austin. Beautiful pass by Trenton Austin as he gets it right back from Jarek Butcher. Inside shot, no good by Trenton Austin, and it was rebounded by Jalen Logan. Logan over on his left side. It was a foul on the floor as Trey Myrie put up another three. Myrie could not convert. And a couple whistles blowing as I think it's just substitutions.
Actually, there was a foul called on one of the Dragons.
It's going to be Trenton Austin, his second. So Austin will come out. Gavin Elkamil will come in. Isaac Leverins will also sit down, and Drew Rolfs will step in for him. Inbounding is Jalen Logan. He finds his big fella and Andrew Knight. Knight gets it to Tyreek Logan. First time calling the freshman's name tonight. Jalen Logan on the right side, dribbling. Gavin Elkamil guarding him. He's going to back away. 4:15 on the clock. 29-16 our score. Logan, beautiful move. Went through Chase Curtis and Gavin Elkamil, but is fouled.
Good move by Logan. He was able to split the Dragon defense, and then when he got to where he could put up a shot, he just kind of put it up through the Dragons to draw the foul.
Fouls on Chase Curtis. That's his first personal 15 foul for the Purple Dragons. Logan at the free throw line. His first one is good. C.J. Kelly over there by Coach Tyler Thompson talk what they're going to do after the second free throw. Logan dribbles twice, no spin on it, just puts it up, and it's good. 2 for 2 for Jalen Logan. Quickly on the other side is Gavin Elkamil. He crosses the court, puts a couple moves. He wants Marquis on the inside, did not get him, finds Jarek Butcher, then to Drew Rolfs on the left side. Butcher, top, he's going to call out a play, reset things. Now to Drew Rolfs. And Rolfs lobs it up as Marquis English found Chase Curtis on the inside, and Chase Curtis, unbelievable job by Curtis on the inside. and he got fouled, so he's going to go for a free throw attempt as well. And they're going to call that on TJ Turner. That's Turner's first foul of the night. So at the free throw line is Chase Curtis. Free throw is up and good. So Curtis, he has 5 points on the night. Quick press breaker here set by Tyreek Logan and company. Jalen Logan on the right side. Logan will go through a couple defenders. Lob ball in the air. It's taken away by Drew Rolfs. And here comes Marquis English, who gets fouled. And Marquis is going to get fouled by C.J. Kelly. That's going to be Kelly's second. And Marquis, how about the night the big fella is having so far? He's got 11, or 12, excuse me. And he misses that free throw. 1 for 3 now for Marquis as Trey Myrie comes back in.
You know, English is kind of what you're seeing the NBA game going to with big men, where they can pound it low, but they also have that range to stretch defenses.
Marquis' second is good. Press breaker again. Coffeyville is going to have to get out of this one quickly. C.J. Kelly on the right side, taking his time. A little bit of pressure applied to him. He lobs it over to his right side. Is Tyreek Logan. Logan finds on the inside T.J. Turner. Turner puts up a shot, no good. Logan had the rebound, but he could not come up with it as he is fouled. So we'll see who they call this one on. I wasn't sure to catch the eye. They're going to call this on Gavin Elkamil. That's Elkamil's second. About 3:15 on the clock. And the first free throw is up and good for Tyreek Logan.
You know, Avi, we were just commenting how clean of a game it was to start this quarter, and all of a sudden it's gotten real sloppy in about 5 minutes worth of play.
11 total fouls between both teams as the second free throw is no good. Rebounded by Gavin Elkamil. And now Elkamil, that's his first rebound. Slowing things down. Coach Rolfs yelling out the offensive play call. Inside's Marquis, puts a move. Thought about putting on another move. Beautiful spin. Drew Rolfs on the outside, left outside. Three-pointer no good. Rebounded by Gavin Elkamil. Elkamil head fake, puts it up, and it's good. Elkamil 3 for 3 from the floor. Rolfs 1 for 3. Press breaker applied. C.J. Kelly on the right side. He's going to go by Rolfs. He's going to go inside, and it's good. C.J. Kelly, 3 for 4 now. Marquis English on the right side. Gets a screen by Chase Curtis. Marquis goes cross court to Gavin Elkamil. Elkamil with the man in his face. Dribbles the ball a couple times. Gets swatted, actually. Hung on to it. And then Marquis English stolen away by Trey Myrie. Myrie goes up, and it's good.
That was poor playing by English there. The ball was kind of loose. He had a chance to get it, but instead he let it go, hoping that Jarek Butcher could get it, and in the end it turned into a fairly easy layup for the Tornado.
Meanwhile, Curtis on the inside had to put up a tough shot. He actually made it, but it's a foul on the floor, so Curtis does not get that attempt, and it's going to go on C.J. Kelly. That's his third, so we will not see Kelly for the rest of this half. In comes Alex Kafka, senior, the first time calling his name tonight. No Javon Grant. Interesting, he's not even on the bench, so Javon's not there. That's a key factor, the freshman not suited up. Marquis English gets it on the inbound, and it's good. 6 for 8 is Marquis. Jalen Logan lobs it up over on the right side. Is Tyreek Logan. Logan double teamed on the good defense by Kafka and Gavin Elkamil. And now here's Brendan Graham. Graham is Trey Myrie. Myrie looks for Logan, thought about it. Now he's going to kick it back out. Now he's going to look on the inside of Graham. Graham goes cross to the inside to T.J. Turner. Turner puts up the shot. No good. Swatted away by Chase Curtis. And it's actually going to be Purple Dragon basketball as it lacks touch. T.J. Turner. And so Purple Dragons will inbound Chase Curtis. He actually sees something. He's got Kafka on the right side. He finds Gavin Elkamil. Elkamil with the bullet pass. Not a smart pass as it goes out of bounds. It's going to be Purple Dragon basketball still. About 1:21 on the clock. 37-23 our score. Jarek Butcher's going to come in. He's going to come in for Gavin Elkamil. And so C.J. Kelly is actually getting tended to right now. His ball gets inbounded. Great hands by Coach Tyler Thompson as it goes out of bounds. But Kelly heading in the locker room a little bit early with an apparent injury. We'll have to check on that when he comes back out. Inbounding is Tyreek Logan. He gets it to Jalen Logan. Minute 20 on the clock. Pressure applied by PHS. Graham over to Logan on the left side. Now Tyreek Logan has it. I guess I got to say first and last names. There's two Logans on the court. Tyreek guarded by Marquis English on the right side. They switched off, so Drew Rolfs is guarding Logan. Tyreek gets it to a wide open TJ Turner. Turner can't convert. Rebounded by Jarek Butcher. That's Butcher's first. And Butcher picking up the pace. Turner 0 for 3 now. Cross court to Drew Rolfs. Rolfs picks it up. Gets it to Alex Kafka. Kafka really thought about it as he was wide open. Now back to Drew Rolfs. Rolfs looks for the inside. Now he finds Marquis English. Curtis is dying for the basketball on the inside, but Kafka takes up the shot. No good. Rebounded by Rolfs. A body on the ground was as Brendan Graham was on the ground. It looked like Curtis actually threw him down. Rolfs got it, and he is fouled. And so that foul is going to be called on Tyreek Logan. That's Logan's first.
You know, there are 3 referees on the court, but sometimes even with 6 eyes, you can't see everything that's going on. So it's hard to see what's happening everywhere all the time.
Rolfs hits his first free throw. 38-23 our score. 37 seconds left on the clock. Rolfs' second free throw. It's good. So 2 for 2 is Drew Rolfs. Logan met Kafka at half court. Kafka's going to foul him. And so that's the 7th team foul. So now Jalen Logan will go to the free throw line. Both teams in the bonus with 25 seconds left. Kafka's first. And Kafka's going to have to play a lot of minutes again because there's no Javon Grant. First free throw is up and good by Logan. And back is C.J. Kelly on the bench, but he's got no left shoe on, so C.J. Kelly has a left leg injury apparently. Logan, free throws, good, 4 for 4. Gotta go as Jarek Butcher gets it cross course to Drew Rolfs. Rolfs is wide open, goes off the bank, and it's good. Rolfs 2 for 4. And we have a little bit of an altercation here between Brendan Graham and Chase Curtis. These two had a little bit of action happen earlier as I believe Curtis threw him down. Like we said, we didn't see what happened, but the referee coming to talk to him, making sure they just play ball, not get into it. Inbounded by Coffeyville. A little bit of pressure applied on the right side is Trey Myrie. Myrie puts a move on, gets a shot up right in front of Jarek Butcher. Rebounded by Graham, and it's stolen away, but then back comes Coffeyville with the basketball. Marquis English with it, and back to Trey Myrie. Myrie puts up the 3, no good. And that is a crazy way to end the first half, Shelby White, as our score is 41-25.
It absolutely is, but you know what it also shows me? It also shows me that both teams have a lot of hustle and a lot of heart that they want to go and into this game, and they want to play as much as they can.
41-25. Let's take a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll have some halftime statistics, and we'll go over a couple things and get ready for the second half. You're listening here on ESPN 100.7.
If you want to improve your basketball skill set, you need to attend one of the Lane Lord basketball camps. Each camper receives individual attention and specific coaching adapted to age and skill level. There's something for everyone. A grade school camp for girls entering 3rd through 8th grade, a high school team camp available on 2 different weekends with both varsity and JV levels of competition, plus satellite camps throughout the summer. All campers receive instruction from head coach Lane Lord, head assistant Amanda David, along with former and current players. For more information, visit them online at LaneLordBballCamps.com. Coach Lord and Coach David have seen tremendous success over the past several years, and they begin their recruiting at these camps, with over 20 former campers being signed. Visit LaneLordBballCamps.com.
I had no idea you did that.
That's what I said when I learned CDL does more than just electrical work. Like plumbing, heat and air, security cameras and alarms, generators, solar panels, even signs for my business. CDL really is one company that has a solution for about everything in my home and business. Learn more at cdlsolution.com.
Headquartered in Richmond, Kansas, QSI Quality Structures Incorporated specializes in designing and building complete post-frame buildings. We provide structures built to withstand a 30-pound ground snow load and a 90-mile-per-hour wind shear built to the most stringent codes. Whether you need a garage, agricultural building, commercial facility, or custom-built design, we're your one-stop shop for post-frame buildings. QSI. Everything we do is right on.
Take your premiums, but Ray Ryan of Ryan Insurance of Pittsburgh knows that handling your claim is the most important service an insured needs.
Claim is our chance to let the customer know that we'll be out there, not just that we sold them a policy, we'll also be there when a claim occurs to make sure it gets handled in an honest, respectable way.
Ryan Insurance of Pittsburgh, a trusted choice agency. Find them fast in names and numbers.
High school basketball on ESPN 100.7.
Halftime here at Coffeyville High School as our score is 41-25. A great first half for both teams, but the Purple Dragons played it out in the end of the first half as they showed the dominant force. Let's quickly go through some statistics. Jalen Logan has 4 points, all from the free throw line. Trey Myrie has 10 points and is 4 for 8 with 3 rebounds. J.J. Martin does not have a point yet, but he's got 1 rebound. Tyreek Logan has 1 rebound and 1 point. C.J. Kelly has 8 points and 2 rebounds. And Andrew Knight has 2 points to give the Coffeyville Golden Tornadoes 25. For the Purple Dragons, Chase Curtis has 5 points and 2 rebounds. Drew Rolfs has 6 points and 1 rebound. Gavin Elkamil has 6 points and 1 rebound. Marquis English, 15 points, 4 rebounds. He's 6 for 8 from the floor. Jarek Butcher has 2 points and 1 rebound. And Trenton Austin has 7 points and 1 rebound. Shelby, a fast-paced first half so far. What do you think so far, buddy?
I mean, it's track meet. It's what we expected coming in here. Both teams playing fast and playing quick. And I'll be honest, Coffeyville came out very hot, a lot hotter than I think this Dragon team expected them to, because they were able to execute their plan efficiently, get good ball movement, move up the court very fast, and just set their offense up in a way that the Dragons I don't think were waiting for and expecting. And it wasn't until probably 3 minutes into the second quarter that this Dragon team finally got to where they felt like they were in control. I mean, granted, they were ahead the entirety of the first quarter, but you could just see it kind of in their body language that they felt that nothing was really going all their way all the time, that they had to fight for everything.
And something to look out for, junior guard C.J. Kelly left late in the second quarter with an apparent left foot injury, and he came back and he was on the bench, but he was without his left shoe. So we'll have to keep an eye on that and see if Kelly's night is potentially done. But that could be a huge, huge blow for this Coffeyville team. And for Coffeyville, their offense has done a really great job, and I just think that some of the shots they're taking isn't necessarily needed in the offense, as C.J. Kelly put up a 3 in NBA range. It went in, but then he tried it again and he airballed. So I think if Coffeyville continues to run the offense and set things up, I think Coach Thompson will like to see the results. And then for the other side, PHS, I don't know who's going to stop Marquis English. He has been the deciding factor of this ball game so far. And then if Marquis not doing it, the fast break is doing it for PHS, as they're doing a phenomenal job breaking the press, or after a made basket, a missed basket, immediately looking down court to see who's wide open to put up the shot.
I think the one person who can stop Marquis English is Marquis English, because you saw that there was a chance that he had for a putback, and instead of doing the safe thing, we're getting the rebound and then going up strong on a second hop to lay it in, he tried to be fancy and dunk it off the backboard off the miss, and it didn't work out for him. Additionally, I think you might also possibly see the fouling that Coffeyville has put on him whenever he gets fairly easy baskets to send him to the line. That could possibly get in his head, and if that does, he's probably the one who will defeat Marquis English in this game. As for the Coffeyville offense, I agree with you. They're doing very well setting up their offense, and they're working the ball around, but sometimes I think they could make one more pass or one more dribble, and instead they just get the ball and they feel like they have a little bit of an opening where they can shoot, so they do shoot, as they're not sure whether they will get that second opportunity later in their possession.
Not too many foul troubles for both teams, and as it's Marquis English and Trenton Austin both have Gavin Elkamil and Trenton Austin have 2 fouls each for the Purple Dragons. And then on the other end, the only foul trouble person is CJ Kelly, but we're not sure of his status so far. But at halftime, it's 41-25. The Purple Dragons have the lead. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll discuss some final things and get ready for the third quarter action. You're listening here on ESPN 100.7.
It's a feeling you get the moment you step on campus.
It's the knowledge that you become part of something more.
We're a family of Crimson and Gold.
Every day we challenge ourselves to achieve more.
The reason why we're here is to make a difference.
Everybody wants to stand out.
Without standing apart.
You belong
at Pittsburg State University.
What do you want from your bank?
Access to my account information on my phone.
Security, convenience, and friendly staff.
When I call, I want to speak with a real person.
I want it all. Low fees, low loan rates, and high deposit rates.
What if there was a place like this in your community? There is. Kansas Teachers Community Credit Union, with locations in Pittsburg, Fort Scott, Independence, and Coffeyville, serving area residents since 1949.
MedPack programs, Lindbergh Pharmacy provides personalized service you can count on. Refill prescriptions online at lindberghpharmacy.com or on your smartphone with our free Lindbergh Pharmacy mobile app. You can also sign up for our text alert program, and we'll text or email you when your prescription is ready. Can't make it to us? We'll deliver your medications right to your door. Lindbergh Pharmacy, now 2 locations to serve you.
What does it take to have a truly positive reputation? At Vogel Heating and Cooling, we know reputation is earned by consistent performance, by serving our customers' best interest, by providing top quality, energy efficient Rheem equipment and service for Southeast Kansas homeowners. Vogel Heating and Cooling is a Rheem factory authorized dealer and has been serving the area for over 20 years. Turn to the experts. Turn to Vogel Heating and Cooling.
High school basketball on ESPN 100.7.
And we welcome you back out to Coffeyville High School, 41-25 our score. Good news for Coffeyville. CJ Kelly is back out there. Both shoes are on. He shot a couple times, but we were unsure of his status so far yet. We'll have to see if he comes back out starting or if he will come off the bench. But the Purple Dragons have all the momentum. It's going to be a key second half for them, as they're going to want to finish out with the victory before it comes postseason time. But no Javon Grant for this team, so they're going to have to rely on that bench. It's going to be Kafka, Leverance, and Trenton Austin to step up. They also have Dalton Gromer and Brett Weimer, so a short bench for the Purple Dragons tonight. But CJ Kelly is back out there for Coffeyville. And so now we'll start the third quarter with Pittsburg basketball. And it will be Jarek Butcher. He is inbounding to the right side to Drew Rolfs. Rolfs is going to get it to Marquis English, and we talked about it, Shelby. Only Marquis can stop Marquis right now. 7 for 9, he continued his dominance.
Absolutely. He's doing all that he wants, essentially, when he gets the ball.
Jalen Logan on the left side. Passes over to Trey Myrie. Myrie gets it to C.J. Kelly. Kelly back in the lineup, gets it to Andrew Knight. Knight going to try to back down Marquis English. Could not do so. Knight just got stuck.
And English took it in his hand after he'd made that block too.
speaking of English, he put up a tough shot, not necessarily needed, as he's 7 for 10 now, as it was rebounded by C.J. Kelly. Deep three by Trey Myrie, no good. Rebounded by Andrew Knight, and Knight is fouled.
They're going to get it on Gavin Elkamil there. Both were going after the ball, but Elkamil tangled himself up, and they're going to say it was a shooting foul.
I knew he threw his hands up in the air like he got fouled. I thought that's what he was doing, but it turns out it's going to be a shooting foul, so it's going to put Andrew Knight to the free throw line, and that's the third foul on Elkamil. Again, a short bench for PHS tonight, so their only guards are Alex Kafka and Brett Wiemers.
And because of that, you're not going to see Elkamil leave unless he picks up his fourth foul here in this quarter.
It's the first free throw made by Knight. Second one on its way. It's up and no good. Rebounded by Marquis English. That's English's sixth. On the right side is Jarek Butcher. Tries to go to Marquis, stolen away, swatted by Andrew Knight, and then stolen away by J.J. Martin. On the right side, it's Jalen Logan. Logan puts up the shot, and it's no good. Rebounded by Andrew Knight. What a rebound by Knight. Now it's just a scrap for the basketball. C.J. Kelly comes up with it. And now Logan has the basketball. And it was Trey Myrie on that shot, excuse me. He's 4 for 10 now. Inside drive is J.J. J.J. Martin couldn't get it. Knight with the rebound, but it ended up being Chase Curtis's rebound as Knight could not come up with the shot. Left side's Gavin Elkamil. He carried before he did anything.
I think the Dragons, they remembered how the Tornadoes started the first half, so they're trying to come out stronger here in the third quarter. But in the reality, it's just kind of backfiring on them as they're committing very uncharacteristic errors.
Half-court pressure applied by PHS. On the right side is J.J. Martin. He gets it to Jalen Logan. Logan tries to go cross court. He succeeds, and a swatted away is Trey Myrie's shot, but Andrew Knight gets the rebound, and he's good. So Knight 2 for 4. Go ahead, Shelby.
That was good hustle by Knight there to keep following and not give up on the play at all.
Cross court by Marquis English. Gavin Elkamil on the left side. Now Drew Rolfs has it and gets to Marquis English, top the key. Marquis pump fake, now back to Rolfs on the right side. Marquis gets it right back, a beautiful give and go, and Marquis English from downtown, you betcha. The big fella, 2 for 2 from Three-Land.
That's something I would expect the Dragons to probably try and exploit a little more in the offense, English's versatility.
Wide open on the inside is Trey Myrie. So Myrie, if you're going to leave him open in the paint, he's going to take advantage of that. Marquis English almost had a wolf steal from him. Jarek Butcher on the right side for 3. It's up and it's good. Purple Dragons heating up from downtown.
And you know, this is what we've seen the Dragons do. They will establish their interior game in the first half or even in just the first quarter, and then they will slowly start speeding away from their opposition by making threes.
C.J. Kelly gets it over the right side to J.J. Martin. Martin tried getting this pass inside to the left, stolen away by Gavin Elkamil. Elkamil goes through one defender, finally gets fouled, and that's a good foul by Coffeyville.
That started by the hustle of, we've been saying his name all night, Marquis English. He followed that loose ball and just slammed it into the court, and it squirted away to where Gavin Elkamil could pick it up and start the offense.
Foul by J.J. Martin, that's his second. Jarek Butcher to inbound. And a bit of controversy going on, but a quick substitution now as Brendan Graham comes in for Kelly. It seems that Kelly is okay as he has an ankle brace now, and he's going to sit the bench, but it seems that he's okay to play now. Jarek Butcher to inbound. Gets it to Gavin Elkamil, who finds Marquis English. Inside pass to Butcher. Butcher almost got it, and I tell you what, I think Butcher got away with an offensive foul, and that foul is going to be called on J.J. Martin.
Martin did seem to have the positioning right there when the ball was coming in.
That was actually on Jalen Logan, and inbounded Marquis English, and a quick foul just like that. So Marquis headed to the free throw line. And that foul is now on J.J. Martin, his third. Marquis' first free throw up and no good. 3 for 5 now is Marquis. He's starting to struggle a little bit from the free throw line. He's normally a good shooter. Spins it a couple times, puts up the second attempt, and it's good. So 4 for 6 is the big fella. On the right side is Jalen Logan, guarded by Jarek Butcher. Now goes to the top of the key. Butcher still guarding him, backed off a little bit. Now he switches off and Marquis on him. Left side now to J.J. Martin. Gavin Elkamil with him. Jarek Butcher doing everything he can to guard Andrew Knight. Big mismatch right now for Coffeyville. They're gonna, or for the Purple Dragons. Coffeyville's gonna have to take advantage. Right side, Jalen Logan trying to go by Chase Curtis. Beautiful move, but cannot finish. Frustration by Jalen Logan as he's not happy with that one. Chase Curtis going coast to coast, kicks it out to Jarek Butcher. Butcher's been hot from three, land no good. Rebounded by Marquis English. Marquis says he's going to go up and go, and Marquis English, another one for the big guy.
That was just pure strength and determination by English there. Got the rebound. He looked for a pass initially, and when he saw that there was no one and he had man-to-man defense on him for that, he just took one power dribble and then put it up and was able to coax the ball into the hoop.
Trenton Austin comes in for the Purple Dragons, and the foul is called on Brendan Graham. Marquis puts it up and converts the and one. 5 for 7 from the free throw line is Marquis, 9 of 12 on the floor. Marquis now applying the pressure to Trey Myrie. Myrie gets it over to Jalen Logan, now back to Myrie. Myrie looks inside, beautiful ball movement by Coffeyville, and yeah, there's the call. I was waiting for it. Chase Curtis gets committed with the foul as Brendan Graham goes to the free throw line.
I think he waited so long to make the call because he didn't know if it was going to go in, but I agree, that was about as blatant as a shooting foul as there is you can get in a game.
Well, Coach Thompson was dying for it as he was begging for the case, and he got it. And the foul should be on Chase Curtis as the basket is good by Brendan Graham. That's his first basket of the night, and there's the call as they now corrected it. So Chase Curtis has 2 fouls. 53-31 our score, 3:43 left in the third quarter. Graham goes 2 for 2. Butcher on the right side, inbounded by Curtis. Calls out, directs traffic. Goes to the inside to Trenton Austin. Austin lost it, then found it again as he puts it in. Quick baskets for the inside men for PHS. Jalen Logan gets it stolen away, and Marquis just loses it, and he is upset with himself because that could have been some buckets. But hang on a second. It's Purple Dragon basketball. So interesting call, and they're going to keep it. They're going to say it was off of Jalen Logan. And the Coffeyville home crowd is not happy, and neither is Coach Tyler Thompson. He's pleading his case over there, and now they're going to have another referee decision.
Well, the interesting thing about that was it wasn't the ref in front of Coach Riley Rolfe's bench who made that call. It was the one it was the back official who confirmed that it was Dragon basketball, and now all three of them are going to get together.
Yeah, and the referee who was by Coach Rolfe said, I didn't see it. And so the back referee immediately, as soon as the ball went out of bounds, he kept it. And now, interesting, they're going to change it around. It's going to be Coffeyville basketball. So Coach Thompson's got to be happy with that. Coach Rolfe's obviously not arguing with it, so I guess he knew it was right.
I think in Coach Rolfe's mind, he knew it was going to get overturned because the ref in front of him probably did see it, but because he didn't make his call quick enough, he was just going to let it go, which is not something you really want to do as an official. Your job is to get the call right no matter what.
Trenton Austin steals it. He was going to go home and flush it. It's going to be a foul on the floor. Austin was ready to take off like a jet on that one. The foul is going to be on Myrie. That's his second. Curtis to inbound. Tyreek Logan in for Coffeyville. As Jarek Butcher has it. And Marquis now telling Butcher to go to the left. Butcher lobs it backdoor to Trenton Austin. Austin with a beautiful move. It just could not fall. Myrie with the rebound. That's his fourth. Austin goes 4 of 7 now.
That was a good cut by Austin, just didn't get it to fall.
On the other end, it's Myrie. Gets it to the right side, and a 3 by Brendan Graham. It's up, and it just rolls out. That is tough. Man, Brendan Graham's got to be beside himself on that one, and there's a foul on the floor. And I think they're going to call that against PHS. And Gavin Elkamil and Alex Kafka will come in, and that's going to be, I don't know who they're going to call that on, actually. So there it is. It's on Chase Curtis, and Curtis still in the game. He's got 3. Inbounded, and now Tyreek Logan has it on the right side. He's guarded by the other person. They're wearing number 5, Alex Kafka. Left side now, Trey Myrie. Myrie back over to Tyreek Logan, now to Jalen Logan. Logan inside pass. It was a good idea, but there's too many Purple Dragons there as Trenton Austin had it again, and Jalen Logan fouls him. And that's going to be Logan's second.
No, they're going to.
Whoa, wow.
They're calling that on Austin.
They're going to call an offensive foul.
He had his forearm out because he was trying to get through 3 Golden Tornadoes. A very poor decision leads to a rather easy foul.
So actually it wasn't a foul. They're just going to call it a held ball. Interesting scenario. Regardless, Coffeyville basketball, 55-32 our score, about 2 minutes left in the third quarter. 3-pointer up and good by Jalen Logan, his first field goal of the night. Quickly come the Purple Dragons on the other side. Elkamil, too much of a fastball for Kafka and a little bit behind him. Turnover, Coffeyville basketball.
A little too much mustard, as they say in baseball sometimes.
So, bit of a mood swing as the Coffeyville Golden Tornadoes down by 20, but feeling some momentum. Tyreek Logan on the left side, now to Trey Myrie, now to Jalen Logan, another 3, so Logan is feeling it from downtown.
He's showing that you got to give some pressure on him. You can't leave him wide open, even from that distance.
Gavin Elkamil on the left side to Alex Kafka. Kafka makes some separation. Now Chase Curtis on the right side. They look for Trenton Austin, who loses it, but Gavin Elkamil gets it, and Elkamil gets fouled while shooting.
You know, overall, that was good ball movement by the Dragons, and they did get kind of lucky that Gavin Elkamil has the aggressiveness that he does once Austin lost the ball in the post.
Myrie's 3rd foul of the night. And now Gavin Elkamil, haven't called his name too much tonight, as normally Elkamil is the offensive powerhouse for this team as he converts his first free throw, and Drew Rolfs comes in for Chase Curtis. And again, CJ Kelly getting that left foot checked out as he is feeling the pain. Gavin Elkamil 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. Jalen Logan on the right side, no pressure applied, crosses half court. Top of the key, trying to put some moves on Gavin, burns by Gavin, puts up the floater, no good, rebounded, and Tyreek Logan gets it, and he is fouled. Jalen Logan had the hot hand, tried to continue with the hot hand, but could not convert that one. But a great rebound, and now Tyreek Logan to the foul line. Trenton Austin with his 3rd. Shot is up and good by Tyreek Logan. Nobody coming in for the foul. Second free throw for Logan. Puts it up, and it's good. So Logan now 3 for 4. Gavin Elkamil bringing it up. He'll go to the left side, gives it over, handoff to Drew Rolfs, gets a screen by Marquis English. Rolfs drives on the right side. He is held. Held by TJ Turner. And that will be the 7th foul by Coffeyville this quarter. So now 1-1 for PHS, 57-40 with 1:03 on the clock.
On the one hand, you have to commend Coffeyville because all these fouls seem to have thrown the Dragons off their offensive game. But on the other hand, now it's a risky venture.
3 for 3 is Drew Rolfs from the free throw line. Rolfs spins it once, gets 1 dribble, 2 dribbles on the right hand. Now shoots it up, and it just rolls out. A rebound almost by Trenton Austin. It's actually going to be rebounded by Tyreek Logan. That's his 3rd. And on the left side is Trey Myrie. Myrie to the right. Jalen Logan really thought about that one. Now Trey Myrie, that's a 2, no good. Rebounded by Alex Kafka. Manly rebound by Kafka. That was a great rebound, to be honest with you. Rolfs is 3 of 4 from the free throw line. And it was a foul, so Kafka is going to the free throw line. 18 foul by Coffeyville. We're just 47 seconds left in the third quarter. Kafka converts. And Isaac Leverins will come in for Gavin Elkamil. Gavin will sit the bench. And Kafka gets a couple dribbles, puts it up, and it's good. So Kafka 2 of 2 from the free throw line. And Coach Rolf's yelling a big stop for his defense. NBA range 3 for Jalen Logan. It's no good. So Logan, that was a bit of a heat check. Could not convert. Trenton Austin with the rebound. Marquis English on the other side wants a 3. He can't convert. Rebounded by TJ Turner. So now inside is TJ Turner. He puts up the shot. It's no good. Rebounded by Trenton Austin. Bit of an up-paced game now. Inside, Isaac Leverins almost loses it. Ball goes almost out of bounds as Isaac has it, and it's stolen away, and here comes Jalen Logan, the little guy, up and in. And a half-court shot before the buzzer by Austin is no good, and that'll end it for the third quarter. 60-42 our score. The Purple Dragons have the lead, but it's not over yet, as we will come back with the fourth quarter prep. You're listening here on ESPN 100.7.
Are you tired of all those confusing checking account options? The Kansas Teachers Community Credit Union makes your choice simple. We only have one option. Our checking account has no monthly fees, and if you maintain a $2,000 minimum balance, we pay you interest. Get the Credit Union Advantage at 416 North Broadway or call 620-231-5719 for more information. Deposits are federally insured by NCUA up to $250,000.
Stream this online at ESPN1007.com.
And it's the fourth quarter action here. One last quarter in the regular season for both of these teams. 60-42 our score. It's going to be Pittsburgh basketball. As the Purple Dragons now get it to Jarek Butcher. Butcher will get met at half court by Jalen Logan. Gets it over to Gavin Elkamil. Elkamil gets a screen by Marquis. Marquis wants to switch, and he almost got it, but it's going to be a foul on the floor. It's going to be against Coffeyville. I think that's going to be on Jalen Logan. And interesting, they're going to call that on J.J. Martin, so that's his fourth. He'll have to come out quickly. And to the free throw line is Gavin Elkamil. Elkamil converts his third attempt from the free throw line. And now Elkamil converts his fourth. No, he does not. This ball will be rebounded by Trey Myrie, and now Myrie gets it over to Adam Rutherford. This is his first time coming in this half. On the inside is a floater by Trey Myrie. It's no good. Rebounded by Chase Curtis, his fourth. Myrie is now 5 for 13. Curtis on the left side, handoff to Rolfs. Rolfs looks to drive. Now to Gavin Elkamil. This is Gavin's three, and that was pretty as it can be, Shelby. Gavin, 4 for 4 from the field.
You know, Gavin Elkamil is a special player, not quite in the same caliber as Marquis English simply because he isn't as tall, but he's still got all the desire and all the tools where he could become a great player going forward.
As that was not one of those tools, as Gavin's going to get committed with the foul. That's going to be his fourth, but the crazy thing about him is the kid's only a sophomore.
With the playing time that he's gotten with all these seniors and all the leaders on this team, you can only imagine how great of a leader he's going to be when he is a senior.
Fourth foul on Elkville. Have to look out for that. Drew Rolfe steals it. Almost gets fouled. Hangs on to the basketball. Finds Marquis. Marquis sets up for three. It's good. PHS lighting it up from downtown. Purple Dragons lead 67-42. Inside is Logan. Logan tried doing something with it, couldn't. Andrew Knight with his 5th rebound and puts it in. Bit of pressure applied by Coffeyville. And PHS breaks it. Gavin Elkamill for three. You betcha. My goodness. It is just a shooting barrage for PHS.
You know, there's a classic song that says it's raining men. For the Dragons, it's raining threes.
Inside is the big fella, and Andrew Knight. Knight continuing to be the bright point for this team. Marquis English on the right side. He's going to try to go through 2 defenders. Gets fouled. Knight asking what did he do, but regardless, he fouled Marquis, and Marquis to the free throw line. That's the 10th team foul. That's the first on Knight, but now double bonus for the rest of the quarter, for the rest of the game for PHS. First free throw is good. No one to sub in. As now Marquis is 6 for 8. Make it 7 for 9.
Avi, I think CJ Kelly's night is done. At the end of the third quarter, he was getting some ice wrapped on his ankle, and now he has the pink shirt that the Golden Tornadoes were wearing during warm-ups.
Kelly's got his warm-up on foot off and ice on that left foot. I believe you're right, Shelby. He could be done for the night. Stolen away by Gavin Elkamill, and now Elkamill has it on the left side. Going to slow things down just a tad bit. Boy, I got to quit saying that as he puts up a three and rebounded by Chase Curtis. That's a bit of a rough foul, and now we got some talking going on.
Marquis English is doing the smart leader thing by pulling Curtis away. But, you know, this is not the first time that Curtis has had words with one of the Golden Tornado players, and he's got to be careful. He's already been warned once, and once with the player he was interacting with at that time, and now he's been warned individually. Next time could be a technical.
Now, I can understand the frustration by Curtis, but he's got to keep it calm, and that is bad news for J.J. Martin, as his night is done. He has committed his 5th foul. He's 0 for 1 from the floor, and he had 1 rebound. Curtis can't hit the free throw, and the Pep Club's letting him know about it. 5:35 on the clock, 72-46 our score. PHS has the lead. Curtis, 2 for 3 from the free throw line tonight.
You know, going back to CJ Kelly, you hope that's not a serious injury and it's just something as minor as a rolled ankle so that he can get back and play with the Golden Tornadoes in their next game.
They will need him for sub-state on Tuesday, whoever they play. Left side is swatted away as Trey Myrie tried putting up a shot, but he met Marquis English, and there's nothing doing when you face Marquis on the inside. Drew Rolfes inside to Marquis. Marquis gets the rebound, puts up the shot, no good. Chase Curtis with the rebound, and every man for himself down there. My goodness. Chase Curtis gets it in, and now on the right side is Tyreek Logan. Logan trying to go between 2 defenders, puts it up, and it's no good. A little bit of interaction there between Knight and Chase Curtis, but Curtis just walks away.
You know, I know you want to have Curtis out there for his ability, but I think it might be smart for Coach Rolfes to take him out and just let him sit for the rest of the game and ensure that there's nothing that is done, you know.
Well, a couple of subs coming in. We'll see if Curtis is one of the guys to come out. That's his 4th foul. So you might actually be right here, Shelp. Free throw is up and good by Andrew Knight. And you are correct. Curtis will come out. So Butcher comes out. Marquis comes out and Chase Curtis comes out. That brings in Austin Leverins and Alex Kafka.
I think that's the smart decision right here.
Second free throw up and no good. Rebounded by Gavin Elkamill. Coach Rolfes yelling the offense. Rolfes gets it over to Isaac Leverins, now to Kafka on the right side. Kafka looks for Trenton Austin, a foul on the floor by Knight.
going back to taking Curtis out, I'm not sure if high school basketball does this, but it makes me think of how the MLS does cumulative yellow cards that you get. After 7, you have a 1-game suspension, and I believe after your 10th in like a 3-game period, you have a 2-game suspension.
I think that only works for the NBA with technical fouls, if I'm correct. But regardless, Trenton Austin makes the free throw. That's his first of the night. Knight will come out. That brings in Brendan Graham. Austin's second free throw is good. So Austin's 2 for 2. Quick subs, and now here comes Dalton Gromer and Brett Weimers with 4:35 on the clock. They're up by 30, and it looks like the starters are going to sit this one out, and now the bench are going to get some hot minutes. So here is Coffeyville with, on it is Tyreek Logan, Logan now has it. He tries to give a good pass, but he's actually fouled on the floor. And that's going to be the 17th foul for PHS. A continuous clock now since it's a 30-point game, 77-47. So we're going to have about 4 minutes left on the clock before this free throw is put up by Tyreek Logan. How about Logan, though? Having himself a pretty good night from the free throw line. 3 of 4 is the freshman with 3 boards. Hasn't put up a shot yet. And he misses the first free throw, rebounded by Isaac Leverins, who traveled. Logan 3 or 5 now from the free throw line.
I think it's funny that whenever you shoot a free throw, if you're foul on the shot, it doesn't count against you. So I think that's why Logan has no real shots at this point.
Trenton Austin didn't even know where it was. He found it. Trenton goes up and he lobs it in. Oh, interesting landing there, and it looks like Trent's okay. He looks like he took a safe slide, a bit of a baseball slide around the base, if you will, and it looks like he's just shaking that thing off.
Yeah, I think he wanted to go up for an emphatic dunk, but when he felt the defender on him, he had to adjust midair and just kind of lay it in over the hoop, and so it caused him to land awkwardly.
Logan loses it. Alex Kafka all alone. Now he's going to face a couple guys, and how about the moves by Alex Kafka?
Double clutch midair, and then kisses it off the glass.
Coach Rolf's appreciating that one. NBA-like range 3 by Daytwan McPherson. That's his first one of the night. Isaac Leverins now gets it over to Dalton Gromer. Gromer with the up and under, no good. Rebounded by Kafka. He can't get it. Stolen away, and here comes Tyreek Logan. Logan on the inside is a pass to Seth Bromley, the sophomore, calling his name first tonight. Brett Weimers now has it on the right side. Weimers to Isaac Leverins. Leverins thought about it, now kicks it back to Weimers, but Leverins is fouled, and he's going to the free throw line.
I'm not so sure I agree with calling that foul at this point in the game. Yeah, a continuous clock is going, but what really does that accomplish at this point? It kind of disrupts the game. The players out there are doing their best. I don't think that's a call that you want to make. Just swallow the whistle there.
Leverins puts it up and in. That's Brendan Graham's second of the night. And a new face, Nate Carter for Coffeyville. That's Leverins' first point of the night. He'll look to go 2 for 2. And he converts. And now is Daytwan McPherson. He has it on the right side, guarded by Kafka. He put up a tough shot last time. Now he's going to get it over to the new face in Carter. Carter gets it to Tyreek Logan, and the freshman's first shot of the night. Bit of a tough one as it's a long 3, no good. Rebounded by Trenton Austin. Austin gets it back to Kafka. Kafka puts it up on the right side. That's Kafka's shot. Rebounded by Brett Weimers. How about that by Brett? And so Weimers is going to go to the free throw line.
I think it's promising on both sides here that they're playing as much as they can, as hard as they can. They're not letting what the scoreboard says affect their mentality of how they would view this game.
So Weimers' first points comes on a free throw, and he's pretty excited with that. The team celebrates. Under a minute now, 84-47 our score. Weimers taking his time. And off. It was rebounded by the man who committed the foul, and that was Nate Carter. On the left side, Daytwan McPherson, and that's a three. He makes it this time as McPherson is 1 for 2. And Trenton Austin will have it, and he's going to dribble this thing out, and they're going to call it a night. So PHS ends the regular season on a high note. As they are SEK champs, they will find out who they play tomorrow, as both teams will, as Sub-State is just around the corner, but an emphatic win, 84-50 for the Purple Dragons. And so with that, we will take a 3-minute timeout, and when we come back, we'll go over some final statistics. Maybe if Coach Rolfs wants to make his way up, we'll talk to him, and then we'll break it down to call it a night. You're listening here on ESPN 100.7.
Hi, this is Dr. Brent Cousins with SEK Urgent Care. When you're sick, when you're injured, or when you just don't feel like yourself, SEK Urgent Care is here for you. Let our skilled providers treat your non-life-threatening illness or injury at a fraction of the time and cost of an ER visit. Located at the corner of Centennial and Broadway in the Meadowbrook Commons. Open 7 days a week for your convenience. SEK Urgent Care, where your family and time matter. Find us fast on names and numbers.
Bittner Motors is proud to announce that it is now Pittsburgh's new dealer for the Hustler line of zero-turn lawnmowers. Hustler has manufactured its trademark yellow mower for over 50 years, with each mower being built right here in the U.S. Hustler combines the innovative American spirit with a do-it-right work ethic to produce the best line of zero-turn mowers on the market. Call Mike Bittner at 620-232-1530 or stop by today at 1018 North Broadway in Pittsburgh to check out the Hustler line of zero-turn mowers. Hustler Mowers, made in America at Bittner Motors, Pittsburgh.
At Lindbergh Pharmacy, we care about your health. From a qualified and caring staff to services like our Time My Meds and MedPack programs, Lindbergh Pharmacy provides personalized service you can count on. Refill prescriptions online at lindberghpharmacy.com or on your smartphone with our free Lindbergh Pharmacy mobile app. You can also sign up for our text alert program, and we'll text or email you when your prescription is ready. Can't make it to us? We'll deliver your medications right to your door. Lindbergh Pharmacy, now 2 locations to serve you.
Does your current checking account pay you up to $15 per month? With Common Sense Checking at University Bank, you can earn up to $15 per statement cycle, 10 cents for each swipe after the first 15 swipes. Qualifying is so easy. Simply have one direct deposit or auto payment plus 15 debit card purchases each statement cycle and a $100 opening deposit. Stop by the bank for more information about our Common Sense Checking. Then swipe and save. It's convenience that pays at University Bank. Branch GMB. Member FDIC.
What's the buzz around Community National Bank and Trust? They're talking mobile banking, instant issue debit cards, rewards checking and credit cards, and let's not forget e-Power checking, paying better than CD-like rates on a checking account, plus nationwide ATM fee refunds. Get in on the buzz. Community National Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Let's go back live courtside.
And we welcome you back out to Coffeyville High School. Our final score, 84-50. And folks, the worst of the worst could happen for me, as my computer just crashed, and so I do not have the final statistics. Hopefully it'll pop back up, but we will wait and see until then. But like I said, final score 84-50. Shelby, what'd you see in that game, my friend?
I saw the Dragons getting punched in the mouth and come back from it. I saw them face adversity and stare it in the eye and come back from it. I mentioned this to you at halftime and at the start of the third quarter. They were not ready for, I think, how Coffeyville was going to come out and start this game. They were not ready for the tempo and the pressure that Coffeyville was going to apply. But then they calmed themselves, gathered it, and they got into their own game. And now they ended up walking away with a fairly substantial win in this, and it gives them a good sounding board and a good build-off going into Sub-State, where they're going to face some very stiff competition, and they need to be able to fire on all cylinders, or at the very least fire on enough cylinders to overcome whatever adversities they will face at various points in the game.
So they will potentially have 2 home games. If they win their first game, they have a guaranteed home game. If they win again, they will have another home game. But it's baby steps, one step at a time. for PHS and company. And tonight was a very good, a dominant win, as this team has been on fire lately when it comes to scoring. The past 4 or 5 games, they have now scored 70-plus points in all of them. So the offensive end is doing wonders for PHS.
And I think one thing you have to really look at is Marquis English. We mentioned his name all night. He was doing whatever he wanted on the offense. He was able to score on the inside. He was able to make his lengthening shots. He scored from the free throw line. He got rebounds. He was playing tough defense. He was just doing whatever he needed to do in order to help this Dragon team secure the victory. And he also showed some very savvy leadership that you probably don't see from many seniors when you saw how Chase Curtis was starting to let his emotions override how he was playing coming into this game, pulling Curtis away from all the action, trying to talk to him, getting him over to Coach Rawls so Coach Rawls could talk to Curtis. That is very smart and something you don't see out of a lot of high schoolers, even those who are seniors.
Yeah, pure leadership indeed, as Coach Rawls is making his way up here, as the team had a great, phenomenal win as they 84-50, our final score, like I mentioned. We'll just wait for Coach Rawls to come up here before we ask a couple questions. Like I said, I would like to give you guys statistics, but it does not look like the case is going to happen. Cameralina would be highly disappointed in me if he knew that I was using my Microsoft Excel instead of the online. But anyways, here comes the man himself in Coach Rawls.
Hey, thanks.
And Coach, congratulations on the big win. It was the final one of the regular season, and what did you think overall of how your team played tonight?
Well, we came and took care of business. We got it done. Our quality of play I think was up and down a little bit. So I know we had some turnovers that just weren't very good in that first half. But we took care of business like we needed to, and now it's time to get ready for next week.
And it seemed like, Coach, at first the jitters got in the way. It was a bit of a momentum shift for Coffeyville as they had the momentum. But the second half, your boys just came out firing as they were on fire at the three-point line.
Yeah, you know what? We felt like we were just trying to be a step fast in the half court once they did get back and stop our transition. We kept trying. We didn't slow ourselves down once we needed to turn the ball, and that led to just a few things out of rhythm. But we did. We came back out, refocused in the second half, and did a nice job to put it away.
And, Coach, it seemed like there was a little bit of chippiness going on the court there tonight, but you got to credit your senior, Marquis English. He is the first guy to come up and break things up. What's it like to have the senior leadership on this team to always know that you guys are always at the right pace that you need to be?
Well, it's big and it's fun. I mean, it's we've talked about our seniors, how good of a group it is, and it's that kind of stuff is what gives you a chance when you have guys on the floor that can take care of the little things and keep everybody focused and doing the right thing.
And, Coach, it was a bit of a short bench tonight. There was no Javon Grant, but it seems like everybody got to come out there. And your second squad came in. They played some really good minutes tonight.
Yeah, I thought so. We were solid. There's no doubt. In that second half especially, we were getting stops for the most part. We got good shots on the offense, and we got to the free throw line a bunch. And I thought that was the key there, especially in that run that we made. We were shooting a bunch of free throws, so that was a good thing.
And, Coach, this was the last game of the regular season. Now it's Sub-State. We find out who you guys play tomorrow as all the official releases come out. What's it like to prepare, get these guys rested up, but they got to get ready to go because Tuesday they got to play ball?
Yeah, it gives us an opportunity to stay in rhythm. I mean, a lot of times we have, in fact, I could almost say I don't think we've ever played a Tuesday night Sub-State game. So it's nice to just be able to keep doing what we've been doing now for quite a while, Tuesday type of setup. So our guys have we have the ability to kind of go through the same routine we usually do, and I think our guys will be focused and excited about the situation. So we'll be ready to go. I do want to add one thing. I know we're getting close. Our JV team closed out and got a win tonight, and they finished the season undefeated. So I want to definitely big shout out to those guys. They've worked hard. They've been a big part of our success all year long, and to go anytime you go undefeated in a season, you've accomplished something. So big shout out to those guys.
That is an incredible feat indeed. And, Coach, final question. This isn't your first rodeo at the sub-state level and the state level, so what's it like to prepare for not only you but your other coaches, like you mentioned, the JV coaches and Coach Wood? What's it like to get everybody prepared, ready to go for something big?
It's fun. I mean, it's fun when you got a good group of kids that all are kind of thinking the same way and have the same belief. It's fun, and you do what you can to make sure you cover all your bases and do everything you can to make sure you're good and ready to go, and that's what we'll try to do.
And that was head coach Kylie Rolfs. Coach, congratulations, and we'll catch you next time.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
So Coach Rolf's ecstatic with his team win as the Purple Dragons ended up victorious tonight. And Shelby, that was a very cool moment there, how Coach Rolfs mentioned his JV team as they finished a perfect season.
Absolutely, and you know what? That's extremely underrated, the JV squad of any team, because those are the guys who are out there playing the scout defense, sometimes mixing it up with your regular guys so you can get your best on your best. And having a JV or a second string that has all that energy and all that ability to go undefeated, that can only help what you see on the main stage here on Friday nights or on Tuesday nights. So kudos to them.
And so it was a victorious night for both the girls and boys for Pittsburg High School, as they both ended on a high note, as they get to take a couple days off and a rest, but then they have to get right back at it next week, as it is sub-state atmosphere. So final thoughts, Shelby, before we head out of here in Coffeyville.
I think the Dragons, based on tonight, are in a really good position to spring themselves into a deep postseason run, and best wishes to CJ Kelly for Coffeyville.
Yes.
Hopefully that injury that he sustained tonight isn't very serious, and just with a couple days of rest and some ice and elevation, he'll be able to get back out there and help this Golden Tornado squad in their quest for a deep postseason run.
Well, that'll do it here tonight in Coffeyville, Kansas. I'm Avi Sharmels alongside with Shelby White. Want to say a special thanks to Caleb Withnow, our amazing board op tonight, as we all have a busy night tomorrow on the track and field for Pitt State. But want to make sure everybody has a safe trip home. Hope Mother Nature doesn't get involved. And we want to thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Good night.
No one wants to file for bankruptcy, but a wage garnishment can make it hard to pay the rent, pay the pharmacy, or even feed the family. Bankruptcy can be a viable option to help families cope with unfortunate and unforeseen financial hardship. Call Steve Stockert at Wilbert and Towner, 620-231-5620 for a consultation to find out if bankruptcy is the right choice for you and your family.
Hey,
call today.
Okay,
Wilbert and Towner, a full-service law firm.
All right, so what you